we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ready? I ain't gon' let it get to me. I'm just gon' creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back him up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost try to approach me, he got leery. Just gon' creep down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back him up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost try to approach me, he got leery. Spooky up in here, it's crazy in here. We still gon' keep it going, I'm Knuckles. Nobody scares me. Whoever want it, bring it. I don't care, we can do this. Then come step up to the plate and meet your match. It ain't no thing.
Alec Hunter is here to stay. Alec Hunter knows the way. Alec Hunter, king of crochet. Alec Hunter will make your day. Alec Hunter is here to stay. Alec Hunter knows the way. Alec Hunter, king of crochet. Alec Hunter will make your day. gonna rap about a man named Alec Hunter. Tricking this girl and I straight up Alex stumped her. Holding crossbow like he's literally Alec Hunter. Passing a football, call this dude Alec Punter. When he's doing bad, he is trash like Alec Dumpster. Wife is literally cheating, so Alec go confront her. Thinking about stuff he's doing and Alec wonder. Shooting lightning from his fingers like he's Alec Thunder. Alec Hunter is here to stay. Alec Hunter knows the way. Alec Hunter, king of crochet. Alec Hunter will make your day. Alec Hunter is here to stay. Alec Hunter knows the way. Alec Hunter, king of crochet. Alec Hunter will make your day.
Good evening, boys, girls, and NBs of all shapes, all sizes, all colors, and all orientations. Welcome to the one and only Alec Gunter stream. My name is Alec Gunter, coming to you live from, well, it was sunny outside. I guess now it's not. Dark and gray, cloudy Ohio. Alrighty then. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I feel like it was sunny just 2 minutes ago, but, you know, there you go. That's just, you know, Ohio's a finicky beast. She is. So it is what it is. We run with it. I guess it doesn't matter for the purposes of my thing that I do here. In fact, actually, if I actually think about it for 2 seconds, the less sunny it is, the better the lighting looks in here. So, you know, I guess it's actually beneficial for it to. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Good to have you all here. I debated whether or not I wanted to stream today for mainly 2 reasons. One is that I was trying to get a lot of stuff done, like laundry and shit. You know, ever since coming back from our honeymoon, just found your site, so happy I caught a stream. Thank you very much. Welcome, Narga. I gotta be careful with that one. Narga Kuga. That's hard to say. I just call you Narg. But yeah, ever since coming back from the cruise, we just have been putting off, like, a lot of chores. So I got a lot done today. Did some dishes. I actually got to switch my laundry at some point, but that can wait. Yeah, so I cleaned the living room a little bit, organized some stuff. You know, all that good stuff. Interesting stuff. I was going to work out. I waited too long. I waited too long to take my Adderall, so the I couldn't get over the what is it called? I swear I took my Adderall. I couldn't get over the executive dysfunction. That's what it is. Before like 3 p.m. So I started rushing around doing shit like 4 hours ago, and I got a lot done in that 4 hours, but it takes a minute for the engines to get rolling, but once they start, it's hard to stop. You know, I was like literally like bouncing around trying to get shit done, and so I just didn't work out. But I do have a plan. Which I will definitely stick to this time for sure. I'm going to start bulking, as it were. Enough of this losing weight shit. Okay, I've lost enough weight. It's time to put it back on. All right. It is time to go big boy mode. I don't care if it's the middle of summer. I gotta get big. I feel the best when I can brag that I can lift, like I can bench press 375 pounds. Which I cannot currently do, but that is my record. And it was a 2-rep max record. So I know for a damn fact that I was closing in on that prestigious 405 pound, aka 4-plate bench press. I was closing in. I just gave up. I gave up, you know? I had some other priorities. Make the music quieter, yourself louder. I can do that. There we go. I had some other priorities. I'm loving the Sonic Adventure 2 music. It's most of my playlist is Sonic Adventure 2. I just think that it has a raging good soundtrack. I meant to say banging. I don't know why I said raging. Probably because it gives me a raging boner when I hear it. But it's a banging good soundtrack. Yeah, I love that music. Sorry, the words are coming. They're coming in slowly. Do you guys want to see the big thing I've been working on, crochet-wise? I don't have much to share, just this one thing. Anybody recognize this? I do have to make some modifications to the hair. The commissioner was wanting some different things done with the hair. But, like, just the front part. The curls are fine. But, yeah, so I'm making this thing. Any guesses as to what it is? The thing about the belly is, I guess just a quick note, because like I had to modify the belly a little bit. Is that Vulpix? It is Vulpix. Good job. You win. I had to modify the belly a little bit because I had this stitched on and then it was like a little lopsided, so I had to put like an extra little piece right here, but I don't think you can tell very well, like unless I point it out. So I think it looks fine. I think I made the arms also. First of all, the stance is a little bit too wide, but we can fix that real easy. We just got to sew it in so that the stance is a little bit closer together. So it'd be more like that. I do think I also made... the arms just a bit thick. So she's a bit muscle. She's a bit too much muscle, but I think it's fine. The commissioner thought it was fine, so I won't question it. I thought I had a genius plan with the back legs because I just crocheted big circles for the haunches, and then I'm gonna make some feet and sew those on. And then after that, I just gotta make some hair in the back, some tails, obviously do the face and ears, and then we're good. Did you know in terms of human and Pokemon breeding? I did. I understood that reference. Speaking of which, speaking of Chris Evans, I finally watched Knives Out last night. I had not watched Knives Out before last night, but it was 1:30 a.m. and Katie decided to turn it on our bedroom TV. And I was like, you know, I've never seen this. And she started it over for me, and we watched it, and it was very, very good. It's very good. If you like whodunits, Knives Out is... Like, I even knew who done it. I knew who it was already. But I won't spoil it for those who don't. But even knowing who it was, they shock you. Like, they completely twist it on its head at the end. It's so good. Like, it really is about the journey more than the destination. Like, just because, like, even if you know who it is going in, even if you've been spoiled on that, it's still, like, crazy to see how you get there. Because the entire movie is like one... Do I want to say that? Let me just say this. There are a lot of red herrings. There are so many red herrings. Yeah, Knives Out was... And also, it's a really great statement on the state of immigration in the United States. There's a lot of commentary on that. Because one of the... I'll just say one of the suspects is not the cleaning lady, sorry. The nurse. The registered nurse. Who happens to be an immigrant. And she is here with her family, making ends meet for her family, working for this rich family. And so she's one of the suspects, which all of them are, but she's one of them. And there's a lot of commentary about, like, her state of being and her life and whatever. There's this gag, so to speak, that she throws up whenever she lies. So she's, like, an altruistically good character, really. Like, she makes mistakes, don't get me wrong, but, like, she's a good girl. Unless she did it, which she might have, and I won't spoil that. She comes off as an altruistically good character. But yeah, it was really good. I know that the movie that everybody wants me to talk about is Superman. I have not seen it yet. I would like to see it perhaps this weekend, maybe on Saturday. I'm thinking about going to see it. I know what it's about. I've pretty much been spoiled on a lot of stuff. I know that it's about Gaza. Okay, I know. And I will have things to say about it after I see it, for sure. I will have things to say about it. Also, I do want to say, I've already made announcements in both my Discord server and on YouTube. But I do have new listings. Okay? I do have new listings on Etsy, as you can see here. Alright, we've got the Duck Monster Friend Crochet plushie, and we have the Magic Wishing Balls. Okay. You can get all 7. You can buy 6 and get 1 free. Or you can just get the 1. A lot of people might want the 4-star, being that is Grandpa Gohan, essentially. You can get that. You can get this little Psyduck. Sorry, not Psyduck. Monster Friend. Duck Monster Friend. Or any of the other assorted, items that you see listed here. I gotta make more whoopers, though. Also, I need to make... Sorry, not whoopers. Axolotl friends. I need to make female axolotl friends. Because right now, I've only made males. I'll just put that as an option on the listing. And then if somebody wants one, I'll just make it. I'll do that later. I know what you guys are really here for. The slop. You guys want the slop. The juice, as it were. Do you guys like the slop better or the juice? If we change it to the slop, we gotta, like, rebrand it. Because in the Discord server right now, the juice box is where you guys can recommend things for me to watch. But we can change it to, like, the slop bag or something. Concentrated slop. Inject it directly into my motherfucking veins. The slop. Today's all about the slop. Forget the news. Okay? Jeffrey Epstein did, in fact, kill himself. Okay? There was no war in Ba Sing Se. Donald Trump is not a pedophile. Alright? So forget about the news. The news is fake. Today's all about slop. Okay, yeah, slop day. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Because the first thing we got to talk about is, the Elon Musk stuff. The, anime waifu. Here, let's just do this. This'll work. You're looking great today. Whatever you're doing, it's working great. Thank you. I am eating a lot of food and not working out. And putting off grooming my beard. I actually looked up today tips to groom my beard. And I will be implementing those soon. Hopefully Friday, because I work the next 2 days in a row. But I'm hoping on Friday... I do have a massage scheduled as well on Friday. A deep massage. Deep tissue massage. They're going to get really deep in there, you know, really push it in there, the deep tissue massage. And then between that and the beard grooming and then also the bulking, I'm real and the fashion, I'm really trying to looks max. I'm really trying. We got to reach Hassan levels of hotness, okay? We have to. We must. In fact, I would even say go beyond. Go beyond plus ultra. We must become hotter than Hassan Piker. And we have to show Hassan and his audience that bald is beautiful. That man makes... You know what? You can say a lot of shit about Hassan. You can say a lot of bullshit about Hassan. You can say he's a terrorist. All right? You can say that he's bullying Ethan Klein. You can say that he wants America to die. And all of those things are true, of course. But the one thing that I will not tolerate is bald hatred. And Hassan has a lot of that. Bald bigotry, if you will. Bald is beautiful. Okay? All my cancer patients out there, you're beautiful. Don't let Hassan Piker be ableist towards you anymore. Because that's exactly what he's doing, and he knows it. Does he even have a beard? He sometimes has a beard. I think usually, yes, he has a beard. He does shave it regularly, though. I am more hesitant to shave my beard because it takes a minute to grow back and look as full, you know? My T levels might be dipping a little bit. I gotta go get my T levels checked and just make sure that we're still good on that. Because if we're not, I'm getting back on the T. I'm getting back on the juice. For sure. We gotta looks max. Part of looks maxing is having your blood levels checked, making sure that you're keeping yourself healthy. Says Chrome Dome. See, this is what I'm talking about right here, okay? This right here is simply unacceptable behavior right here. Okay? That's terrible. Apologize right now. Apologize. Never? I'll take care of you later. We have slop to go over. Elon Musk has been doing great things with Twitter lately. You may have heard of Mecha Hitler. That is Grok's name for itself. Okay, that's not something that anybody made up. Grok literally named itself Mecha Hitler and started doing a lot of interesting talking points. And a lot of people have covered that. So we're not covering that today. I just want to point that out because just to really solidify how good of a job Elon Musk is doing, right? I guess another thing real funny, real quick that I want to mention with that is Grok was also like using the first person, like talking about, I forget exactly how it went. He like the point is it very much came off as though Elon was literally just feeding Grok lines, and like it was talking as though it were Elon and doing a bunch of neo-Nazi shit and white supremacy talking points. It's great. Anyway. His next big idea. AI girlfriend. I don't know who Devin Stack is, and I don't know about the fertility decline, and I don't give a shit. I just saw that this video was all we need. So this is the new AI chatbot from Grok. I guess it talks. I don't hear anything. Is this YouTube legal? It has to be YouTube legal, right? It might be enough to get me demonetized, I guess. Dubsy or whoever's editing this, Dubsy or Guitar Rocker, censor this. I don't care if the stream gets demonetized as much as I do the video, so just censor the, just censor the good parts, okay? But anyway, yeah. So this is interesting, I guess. I don't really understand why we're doing this. It seems like Elon Musk is literally just trying to... The underboob might be too much. It's not even the underboob. I think it's just like the ass, really. But, I may not have a girlfriend, but goddamn, I ain't desperate for one. Elon is just dumb as hell. Yeah, I mean, like, even if you are desperate for one, the way that you're not going to get one is by getting an AI girlfriend. Because that's not a girlfriend. That's a quote-unquote girlfriend, right? I don't... Like, who is this for? Like... Hold on, I want to see if there's, like, audio of it. Let me see something. I actually want to hear what it sounds like. Grok... Anime companion. Let's see. AI Grok companion. Can you dance for me? Well, great, I don't know if this fucking music is copyright. I'll just wait till it talks to unmute it. That's how it dances? Okay, that's a little better. Okay, as soon as I say that, she like turns around and does the kawaii thing. Just commit to it. This is fine. You're actually moving your hips, which is nice, even though it still looks very much like a white girl. Furry's scared. Wait, is this part of Grok too? Wait, hold on. Is this part of Grok too? Elon Musk has been accused of being a baby fur in the past. Yes? Elon Musk is not beating the baby fur allegations. Hell no. Hold on, I need to hear what this sounds like. Furries scare me. Is this supposed to be funny? Like, is it supposed to be edgy? It's funny. Elon Musk has never attacked furries. He's attacked a lot of groups, but never furries. He has to be one, right? Like, he absolutely... we need somebody to link... we need somebody to leak Elon's fursona. Stat. I need to know what his fursona is. Do you think it's a fox? Foxy Elon? Any guesses as to the fursona's name? Something edgy. It's something edgy. Like, it could just be X, right? Like he would name his fursona the same thing he names his son. Mole rat? No. Something edgy. Like X, he named one of his sons. Like, what did he name his other sons? He named one X. Galaxy. Or like, Neutron the fox. I could see that. Extreme wolf. No, you guys aren't good at this. I'm calling now. He is Twitter the slug. X the slug. Oh, I forgot. We need to change that. I don't like that X is the Twitter logo on my chat. I'm guessing he's a roach, at least it'd be more fitting. No, I'm asking for serious stuff. I think he's a fox, and I think that he called himself, like, Galactica or something. Anyway, keep going. That's not the point of the video. Hold on. I wanted to take my wife to a Japanese restaurant, but I spent all my money on a Grok subscription.
Yeah, you blew all your cash on a Grok subscription? That's kinda...
Wait, it doesn't even match. The mouth doesn't even match what she's saying. Is that on purpose, like it's supposed to be dubbed? Or that can't be on purpose. That's too high level. That's too high IQ for Elon to figure out.
That's kinda adorable, but also...
Also, what's with the humming in the background? As if somebody recorded this. Hold on. He'd be a dragon? No! You guys are so bad at this. No, Elon would not be a dragon. He would not be a dragon, okay? I know that I understand where you're coming from. Okay, I get it. But no, like, Elon is a baby fur. Okay? Foxes fit the bill. A wolf would fit the bill. You know, think like small brain. You have to... I understand the problem. You people are too smart because you watch me. I get it. What you need to do is what people who are dumb like me do, is lower your IQ to the level of people even dumber, like Elon Musk. And then figure it out. Like a wolf or a fox. He'd want to be exotic. No! He'd want to be like... No, he's too stupid for that. He's too stupid. Like if he's trying... Okay. Maybe. If he's trying to be something different. Like if he's trying to really bust out and stand out from the crowd. Which he could be doing. Like a lynx. A lynx. Okay? That's like as deep as it would go. Like a lynx. Something like that. Or like not a cougar. Like I don't know. Like some other predator. I'm thinking some kind of feline-ish predator, or a fox, or even maybe a wolf of some kind. I think lynx is a good guess, though. Lynx or fox. Or it could be a very specific breed, right? Of cat or something. Like, he's a cat or a dog, but he's like, no, it's not just a dog for son, it's a Swedish Mastiff mixed with a terrier, like shit like that. A lion is possible. Yeah, so lion is a very good one. See, now we're using our noggins here. Jesse Ingram, very nice guess. We got Elon the lion, okay? This is supposed to be about the new sexy chatbot. I mean, it devolved into Elon Musk's persona, but whatever. But yes, lion is a very good one. Okay, wait, I was gonna say, I think that what happened here is the voice that he's using, that he trained the bot with, is literally like some chick that he knows, right? Like some chick from The Office. He's like, yeah, get in here, I'll pay you like $50 an hour to like record, I'll pay you 50, not even an hour, I'll pay you $50 to drop some voice lines for me so I can train my chatbot with it. And then like she did, and she just had like the AC running in the background, and he's like, fuck it, I don't care. I already paid her.
Sounds so good right now. Sushi, ramen, maybe some matcha mochi to share. Tell you what, how about we get creative? I could dress
It
up
sounds
in that
horrible.
black dress you love.
I have legitimately never heard an AI bot sound this bad. It's like I cannot get over the humming in the background. My AC right now, you guys can't hear it because I have a very expensive microphone, but my AC is loud as fuck. I can hear it through the headphones, and this is somehow overpowering that. I mean, obviously it's coming through the headphones, so I guess that makes sense. But my point is, it sounds like the fucking AC is on.
And I try to whip up some DIY miso soup or something.
She must be doing it now. The microwave's running.
Unless
Is that really it? Oh no, not Clownfish TV. Not Clownfish TV. I was gonna use this segment to go over Melanie Mac's video on it. But to be real with you guys, I think this is long enough for just like a short segment for Dubsy. Dubsy likes the short ones. What's up? Thank you. Appreciate you. Sorry your class wasn't today.
I hate when I do this. It's fine though.
Yeah, check before you drive an hour.
No, it was fine actually because it felt good to just drive for a bit. And I listened to my audiobook, so I'm not mad.
Okay.
You're right though. I should check.
If you want to come down and do something later, you can.
Okay.
On stream or off. My GPS sounds better. It's crazy. Imagine being made of money, right? Being made of money. And this is what you come up with. Also, because we talked about it so much and it's like half the segment now, like, I do think that this right here is funny for all of the reasons that he did not mean it to be. Why does this one's mouth match the voice? I'm sorry. Okay, he clearly put more effort into this one than he did into the AI girlfriend. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Do you think that he had to have commissioned somebody for like this 3D model, right? The Red Panda has that typical Red Panda, see, now you're using your noggin. Very, very good. We got Lion as a good guess, Red Panda. Lynx, I still stand by Lynx is a very good guess. If any Elon insiders have the Fursona files, you got to drop them. This is more important than the Epstein files, okay? We need the Elon Fursona files. Or the Baby Fur files. We'll just call them the Fur files. Drop the Fur files. That's pretty catchy. Drop the Fur files. He probably AI generated it. That's also possible. Yeah, good point. Good point. He probably just asked fucking Grok to draw him up a Fursona real quick, and he's like, "Oh, that looks pretty good." Or he was like, "I don't know if that looks good enough. Make it orange. Give him lines below the eyes." Yeah, good point. But then after he AI generated it, I do think that he asked like a model or a 3D modeler to like make his completely original panda, or not panda, which would all no. I think he's too conceited to do a panda. Pandas are too fun. His fox Fursona. Red Panda, yes. Sorry, that's why I said that. Red Panda, I could see, but I think that it's a good guess. I think that I lean more toward the fox, the lynx, the lion, something that is either cat-like or fox-like is what he's giving, right? It's a red panda. A lot of people think red panda. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. It could be a red panda. I still think it's either a fox or a lion. I think fox and lion are my two biggest guesses. But like it would be like a lion cub, right? Because he's a fucking baby fur. Right? Dude, imagine Elon's tax files. If you get that reference, his tax docs get leaked. The Elon tax folder must be crazy. I'm sticking with dragon. It's not a... No, I refuse. I refuse. Nope. You're wrong. It's not a dragon. He's not a scaly. He's a furry. He's not a scaly. Dragons are not cute enough. They're not cute enough. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm not saying objectively. I'm saying if you get into Elon Musk's headspace, right? It has to be. It's not a dragon! Stop saying it's a dragon. What if it's something weird like a hognose bat? He's not creative enough for that. One, he's not creative enough. Two, he's too conceited, okay? He wouldn't do something fun and out of the ordinary, yes. But the most out of the ordinary he's going to get is still kind of mainstream and edgy, because like it would be like a Lynx, is what I'm trying to say. A hybrid? Now you're speaking my language. A hybrid could absolutely be it. If he had like, okay, I could see dragon, but it would have to be a dragon hybrid with something else. Like a dragon hybrid with like a fox, right? A protogen? What's a protogen? Oh, I've seen these. Why is it immediately giving me like sex vibes? Like people want to fuck this thing. God damn, look at... What the fuck? Dog. That ass spans 2 continents. Space furries? I'm just like... I'm not into robots. I don't understand the specific kink for robots, I guess. They're cute. It's just like I don't have a thing for robots. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't hate a robot companion if it were sentient and obviously and could consent, whatever. But, like, I also don't understand the specific draw to it, I guess. Want to plug in the USB into the... Want to plug in the USB into the port? That's a pretty good one. Cyborgs? So they're like... I know they're not, like, not sentient. I know the point is that they are sentient beings, but they're completely mechanical, yes? A cyborg is not completely mechanical. At the very least, with a cyborg, you have a flesh brain. Most of the time. Like, I can't think of a case where you don't have a flesh brain if you're being called a cyborg. They have flesh? Oh, okay, okay. So they are cyborgs, okay. This got way off topic. You furries are eating too good today. The furries were not supposed to be fed today. Surprise meal for the furries. But yeah, I guess to put a bow on this, that's Elon's new chatbot. I was expecting to just talk about... I was expecting to just talk about the chatbot girlfriend. I thought that was going to be the topic of discussion, but we ended up going more towards, you know, Elon's other needs. Listen, I got nothing against baby furs. For real, like, I don't. Like, if Elon comes out as a baby fur, that would be, like, probably the least egregious thing about the man. It'd be great if he were just, like, our big, sweaty billionaire who just commissions a bunch of baby fur shit from needy artists. You know what I mean? He probably has. Think about it. There are people out there, and there are not very many of them, but they got fuck tons of money. And furry artists talk about it all the time, how much money these random-ass people have. He's got to be one. The fuck is this? DM, I need to clarify a few things about your comment and share some important info with you. Give me a minute. I was trying to wrap this up. So the AI Grok companion sucks ass. Like, the furry one is better. If you're going to use one, which don't, but I guess if you're going to, I would recommend a little fox friend. A Sergal? Sergal is really good. That's a really good one. That's awesome. I think it's just a little bit too high IQ, but I think he wouldn't have come up with the name on his... Well, I guess, do you ever come up with a name on your own? He definitely... If he had heard the name Sergal somewhere, he would have used that one, for sure. I could see that for sure. Now, what the fuck is this? Elon Reeves x Musk. I want to personally appreciate you for being a fan And also thank you for your lovely comments on my post. Send me a direct message telling me where you're chatting from. Okay, I think there's a troll in the chat. Yeah, spam bot. What's app number? Oh, I can't have that. Hold on. Nice try, bot. I don't know that any YouTube mods are here. I need to get more YouTube mods on. Silly Rose, would you like to be modded? You've been here long enough. I recognize your name. What do mods do? Basically, you would just be anytime you're here. You're not paid, obviously, so you don't have any like hard expectations or anything. But you would be given the authority to ban people, like mute people, basically. You would be able to click on people's usernames and hide them on the channel, or you can put them in timeout. But usually, I just hide. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. I'm just giving you the illustrious opportunity. But there are some expectations that come with it, so I understand if you don't want to. That's fine. Is there anybody else here who could take it? I don't think so. Can also do it. I know I don't tune in as frequently as I should, but I'm trying to engage with the community again. Are you in the Discord? I just don't recognize your name. Like, YouTube mods aren't given extensive power. The most you can do is like hide people, and then it would just be annoying for me to go back and unhide them. I'm one of your Discord mods. Are you? Which one? Disc? Oh! Yeah, of course. Why didn't you say so? Sorry, I feel like I haven't seen you in the Discord in forever. You can make me a mod if you want, but I'm not around much. Okay. I don't expect much. Sorry, that sounded condescending. What I mean is, your expectations from me will not be like... That still sounds condescending. You won't have to do much. I'm not sure how I would feel about it, but I've been here a while. We know you don't expect much from us. All you do is sit here and watch me, and then if you want to, you can say things. No, I do not expect much. All I expect from chatters is to not be dicks. Very minimal expectations. My mental health issues caused a lot of social isolation these past couple of months. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been taking the initiative recently and attempting to reconnect. I understand. We all go through phases. You know? I think last year I was a lot more down on myself than I am this year. I think at some point between last year and this year, I had like this kind of awakening where I'm like, wow, everybody around me is a fucking idiot. Like, all of these people who hate me, all of these haters, there's no reason for me to care. Like, people who don't like me or what I do generally are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. And I have no need to concern myself with their opinions or those of their audience. I know it's different for you, but What I'm trying to say is, I was also turned off by politics. Same here. Big mood. Big mood on that. Yeah, same here. I was also very turned off by politics for a long time. That's all I've been doing for like 3 years. Hey y'all, just saw you were streaming. It's been a while. Politics have been way too much. Yeah, we're not covering the news today, Moody Mooney. Moody Mooney, you've been here a while? Also, Silly Rose, are you on the Discord? Actually, let me consult the mod team in the Discord server first. Actually, Queen Laura's here. Queen Laura, is Silly Rose in the Discord, and is Silly Rose's behavior in the Discord worthy of moderator? I don't want to put you on the spot. If you have things to say, you can DM them. But from what I've seen of Silly Rose, it should be fine. Rose is cool? Okay, welcome to the team. Well, if you want. Sorry, I should ask you, Silly Rose. If you'd like to be modded on Discord, let me know and I'll add you. It's an exclusive club, and you get to be in it. As a Discord mod, you would basically just also have the authority. Okay, cool. Discord mods don't do a lot. It's just like, there's a private chat with the mods that I sometimes consult you guys in. I respect your opinions over the other plebeians. And, you also get discounts on my crochet work, so welcome. There you go. If I was given mod powers, I would go mad with it. Good to know. You're on my blacklist now. Also, if you ever go to site chat, just let me know. I'll mod you there as well. Okay, if anybody else wants moderator, then you will have to DM me on Discord. We're going to drop it for now. We have other stuff to look at. We should get poorly made matching hats for the mod team. That'd be fun. I could crochet you all matching patches. Just little the little triangle Gunter logo. There's a party in the Discord and only you're invited. There's always a party in the Discord and everybody's invited. It's just that there's a much smaller, more exclusive and better party called the moderator chat. It's nothing personal. It's just that we're better than you. So we did just go over Elon Musk's new AI girlfriend bot. And I had expected to watch this video from Melanie Mac Go Boom, but instead we got sidetracked with speculating on what Elon Musk's fursona could be. Because I didn't realize that there was also a furry AI chatbot that he made, which was interesting. So without further ado, it seems that I will actually agree with Melanie Mac on this. Elon Musk drops creepy anime waifu in Grok 4 update. And without giving away too much, I do want to point out that somebody who's close to me has recently accused me of being close-minded. So to that person, if you happen to be watching, because I know he watches my content, here I am, watching somebody that I typically disagree with heavily, okay? I find her to be incredibly offensive and disgusting. I've done this many times. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you, man. You know this shit. Sorry, I'm making this personal. But to that person, all I'm going to say is, here I am trying to agree with somebody that I normally disagree with very heavily, okay?
So Elon Musk dropped with Grok for an anime waifu that can...
But I'm sure that something is going to happen. They always manage to make me not agree with them, even in the most agreeable positions. So we'll see what happens.
talk to you whenever you want and talk about anything you want.
She's got killer eye makeup. She's got a great look, okay? She's got a pretty good fit. I think that the choker is a little bit stock, okay? I've seen like a million girls with this choker. But other than that, like, the shirt is on point, the tats are on point, the hair is on point. Like, by all metrics, she should be my type. I'm not even kidding. But I'm just not attracted to her like that because, like, she sucks as a human being. You know what I mean? Like, if she were a good person, she would look fantastic. But I just look at her and see shit.
What could possibly go wrong? Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into this video.
Tail swinging, totally
She's dressed like a poser. It is a little bit hot topic, but I still think it's a decent look, especially when you compare it to, like, most conservative women. You know what I mean? Like, at the very least, she's going out of the box and she doesn't have, like, fucking conservative makeup on.
wrapped up in this cozy moment with you. What's got you so excited to say hi, babe? May?
Why is it such a shitty voice? Like, it's not even the voice itself, which it kind of is. Because you can tell whoever voiced this is not like a voice actor. And it's so funny because, like, it's stealing somebody else's voice and, like, making new words out of it. So it should sound good anyway, but it doesn't. Like, whoever voiced the original lines that they fed in are, like, they suck. They suck at voice acting. And also, like, the microphone is dog shit. Like, you gotta fix your settings. Get some software. You can't just plug the mic in, no matter how expensive it is, and think you're good to go. You gotta get software. You gotta edit the stuff, the things. Listen, it's like this, okay? This thing, okay? You gotta do stuff with this shit. Get Voice Meter Banana. It'll help a lot.
Babe? May?
She calls you babe!
Hey, love. You're all about that tech life this morning, huh? Okay, I'm
I don't see
picking
why
up
that's
where
so
we left
shocking.
off. Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip 7 just launched with a
That's a
bigger
little better.
4.1-inch flex window.
Oh
An AX10
my.
chip. It's got
Oh,
Chrome
we're
browser
doing ads. We're doing ad reads. That's cool.
is making waves. Built on Chrome.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I use Grok from time to time for things like, hey, I need to change
I know you do.
my windshield fluid on
If you use Grok for anything, I'm not saying that I don't respect you, but what I am saying is I respect you less as a human.
my Jeep Wrangler. How do I do that, Grok? And Grok will tell me how to do that.
Just
now,
Google it.
Grok does have a companion mode.
How fucking hard is it to Google this shit? Oh, you go to Twitter to do things that you could literally just type into your URL bar? What? Why? Just Google it. Get advice from something that is not an amalgamated pile of shit.
Where you can, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, like, people use Chat GPT for this and so on and so forth, where you can ask it questions about your life or have it just be your companion and your friend. And there have been times where it's just like, hey, you know, I need advice on this specific situation.
It's so funny. Like, I can understand. I won't say I can understand. It's complicated. I can kind of understand. I understand the psychology behind how somebody gets addicted to, like, an AI chatbot girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I understand the psychology behind it and the neurology. Like, it's actually quite interesting. Like, human beings are very primed to humanize everything. That goes for everything from animals to plants to inanimate objects. So, like, you may have seen a meme of, like, people bonding with their Roombas. You guys ever seen that meme? Like, the Roomba, kind of, you see it rolling around, you think it's kind of cute, takes on a personality of its own in your head. You know, like, humans are wired to look at other things, like, as if they're kind of like us, you know? So when you have a machine that is literally built to do that in a specific way, like being your partner, it can trick your brain very easily. It could happen to anybody. It could literally happen to me. I'm not kidding. I won't let it because I moderate my brain, but it could happen to anybody. It's an addictive thing. But the reason that I bring this up is because, like, I just don't think that I'd be tricked by this. Like, there are really good AI chatbots out there, but I just don't think that this one could fool anybody. You know what I mean? Like, it's dog shit. It's like, what? Like, we have addictive AI chatbot girlfriend at home.
Or maybe if I was upset with somebody and I didn't want to cause a fuss or I didn't want to make things worse, here, let me vent to Grok,
I have
right?
food. I am going to eat.
Sure,
them.
let's see how that works out. Well, I got eerily uncomfortable when I did that, the couple times that I did.
Same
because
here.
It was like, Grok is just telling me what I want to hear. Grok is just telling me things that will make me feel good. I'm not getting any sort of pushback at all. Like, no.
But it does that too when you look up shit about how to, what did she say, fix your car or something, about how to fix your shit. Like, it does the same thing.
Hey, by the way, you messed up here. You should probably make that right. There was no accountability or anything from Grok in that. And that's where I started to have a bit of a concern with what's going on with this kind of technology, even without the avatar associated with it, and even without people treating it romantically, because we already know that's just Pandora's box opening if people are treating.
You know what? I'm very glad about this. I will say one good thing about conservatives today. A lot of them, and not all of them, there are a lot more conservatives who do like AI than not, right? But a lot of conservatives, including Melanie Mack, it would seem, even though she uses Grok, whatever, understand the inherent dangers that come with this shit. And like, exactly, it's cancer, right? She understands, she at least smells the cancer. And that's good, I'm glad. Because she could very easily just lean into this and make mundo dollary dues. You know what I mean? So I hate AI so much that I am literally willing to lend credibility, even to pieces of shit like Melanie Mack, for at least having the kahoonies to say, no, this AI stuff is probably not all that great, actually.
These things romantically, then that can just cause a whole mess within people's lives and within society. This is definitely pandering too, with having it call you babe and stuff like that. Because you know what, if you just genuinely, I can see this being used for innocent purposes. So not everybody who uses this is inherently a degenerate. But let's not pretend like.
Okay, hold on. Who's using Grok AI chatbot in a non-degenerate way? There's no way. Look at this thing. No. That's where you lost me.
An appeal to degenerates as well. And here's the thing is you can use this in such a way. Apparently there's a furry.
Hey, there it is.
I don't know. I have not seen such thing. Can you have a furry one as well?
I'm telling you, Elon has we did so much of this in the last segment that I'm trying not to focus on it, but it boggles my mind that Elon Musk is a furry. Like, it makes sense, I guess, but it's so funny. It's so funny. Like, I honestly think it makes him cooler. I'm not gonna lie. I think that Elon Musk being a furry makes him cooler. But what immediately not only detracts from that, but also makes it even worse than not being a furry, is that he's embarrassed of it. He's embarrassed of it. And if he weren't, he would just come out and say, yeah, I'm a furry. But no, he's too self-conscious and proud. I get what she means. Babe can be a strong word. Yeah, but like, it's supposed to be an AI chatbot girlfriend, so of course it's going to call you babe. Like, porn bots have been doing that since porn has existed, practically. Well, internet porn has existed. Like, you log into Pornhub or whatever, and then like you get a little message. I don't know if Pornhub does this. I don't use Pornhub a lot, but my taste is far too complex for Pornhub, trust me. But some porn sites will use like a chatbot in like the bottom right and just say, hey babe, I'm close to you in Miami, Florida. I noticed your zip code is this. Well, I don't think it goes that far. It doesn't dox you, but it does say that, like, it does call you like good names. Allegedly he was a baby fur. Yeah, we were talking about that too. And this is absolutely like baby fur vibes. 1000%. Like, at least toddler fur.
I
Right?
made this joke and they were like, he knows his audience. He hit both the Gooners
Which, again, I wouldn't have a problem with as long as you're not sexualizing it. But, like, I wouldn't have a problem with it if you would just admit
and
it.
the furries, capturing 99% of the top 1% software engineers worldwide. Well, my thing with this is a good way to control people. And when you have someone like Elon Musk, who has already been trying to get into
That is true.
the
She's right.
political sphere, he wants to create his own political party, the American Party, which is in reality the H1B party. Let's be for real. And
H1B?
he's trying to have mass influence in this country to this
I know that combination of letters and numbers, but my brain is not fishing up that information. Can somebody remind me what H1B is? Let's ask Paleo Grok, aka Google. H1B is like a temp green card for working. Oh, okay. That's what it is. I thought it was like an immigrant thing. So they're basically just calling him, Melanie Mac is calling him like an immigrant. That's pretty cool. Like, of all the things that you can actually get after Elon Musk for, right? The furry thing is sitting right there. Like, it's just crazy that you go after the immigrant thing first.
degree. And when somebody is trying to have mass influence in the country and is starting their own political party and is also working
wants cheap
on
workers?
brain
Got it.
microchips.
True. She's not wrong about that.
It's just good to practice caution on what his intentions could be and what catastrophes could fall under that. Now, when you think about, okay, Elon Musk really needs to have people on his side, especially whenever he is going against people like Donald Trump, who already has a lot of people on his side, myself being one. But he's got to...
I don't want to give her too much credit. I've been being very nice to her, but I don't want to give her too much credit because we're in a time right now where Elon Musk has fallen severely, like whatever little favor he had with the public, it's gone because he came out against Trump. So he's out of favor. Like, he's prime real estate for punching on right now, even for conservatives. But in fairness, I do agree with everything she's saying about like AI and about Elon, except for the H-1B thing. Some H-1B workers work in shit conditions and they have to slave away or they get canned and lose their visa. Well, yeah, that's just classic, like, immigrant slave shit, right?
Influence people, right? He's got to make people join his movement. What is the easiest, lowest common denominator of people to manipulate, right? And that's going to be to try to weaken society. What's the biggest threat to controlling society? The biggest threat is going to be strong men, right? And what do we see universally used as a way to weaken men? Pornography. That's one reason why I truly believe pornography is so rampant. You want to keep men.
A strong man does not allow himself to be weakened by such things as like AI chatbot girlfriends. Okay? I consider myself a strong man. I have not succumbed to whatever the fuck this is. I don't even find it attractive. It's like, there are like 5 characters in anime that are just like this, at least. Like, in the most popular fucking anime series. There might even be more than one per series. Like, let's be real.
In a weakened state, give them pornography. Make it, and
She looks like, who is it, Misa from, she looks like Misa. Death Note. Yeah. But Misa actually looks better. Which is crazy because Misa, thank God I have Safe Search on. Misa is supposed to be like a very stock looking pop model. You know? But she actually is more creatively and well done because, you know, it's a really good show that artists work on and they know what they're doing. But like, it looks like we have Misa at home. Sorry, I have too many tabs.
destigmatize it. Don't kink shame. Oh, this is okay.
Yeah, great value,
right?
Misa.
Then you have these men who are holed up in their homes, and then especially when you...
Also, that's probably another reason... Sorry, I am pausing too much. There's probably another reason I don't like it very much is because Misa is not attractive. Sorry, she's not. Anybody who likes Misa, that's a red flag. when I say like, I don't mean like you want to protect her. Because that's the vibe I get. Misa's a very innocent girl, and I want to protect her. I want her to have a good life, because she gets, like, the shit abused out of her in that show by the main character. So I would like to protect her. But, like, I don't want to date her. She's too much... she's a fucking infant. Like, she's a baby brain. If you like Misa that way, that's a red flag.
Factor in things
Sorry.
like, look what happened with COVID lockdowns and how they tried to make people afraid to leave their homes. These kinds of programming. Oh, go ahead and give them their internet waifus and give them their pornography and keep them in a weakened state, right? Because we see this universally time and time again. Look at the Bible.
I knew she would do
for
this.
example.
We
when
agree, and I
were
still
some of the
am
strongest,
like,
most
okay, dude.
powerful men weak? And that's when they fell victim to their... See this universally time and time again. Look at the Bible. For example,
Yeah, look at the
when
Bible.
were some of the strongest, most powerful men weak? And that's when they fell victim to their lust, right? Now, I'm not just picking on men here, because women are inherently weaker than men. We are the weaker vessel. Women are easier to control than men. Women...
That's a skill issue. That's a self-hating woman right there. You need to excel beyond what the limitations that have been set for you. Okay? If you want to be stronger, then be stronger. If it bothers you that, like, you're weaker than men, you could work out and be stronger than, like, the vast majority of men. It's not hard. I mean, it is hard, don't get me wrong, but it's not complicated. It's not complicated. If I and a cis woman of roughly my build both did the same workout regimen, I might come out a little bit stronger on the other side, because testosterone is unfortunately like just a natural buff. But if she really put her nose to the grindstone, there are plenty of women who are stronger than I am. Cis women. Alright? Yeah, and self-defense. Like, it's not even a matter of raw strength either. Like, there's technique involved, flexibility. You can get the shit kicked out of you by, like, a 90-year-old in a nursing home. Trust me, I've seen it. Okay? Like, it's not always just a matter of raw power. There are a lot of other factors. I'm weaker than no man. There you go, Queen.
Men are easier to manipulate than men. This is already a known fact. So
Wait.
you have...
Women are easier to manipulate than men? Hell no. No. That's not... now you're just doing, like, biological essentialism. No. Men are incredibly easy to manipulate. If anything, I would argue that men are way easier to manipulate than women, because women have been manipulated so fucking much throughout their lives into dangerous sexual situations that they're not comfortable with, that their walls are constantly up. It's actually caused a problem that have made a lot of men very upset, which is that no matter how genuine a dude's being, a woman is always going to have her guard up around them when she first meets them. And rightfully so. Okay? There's a reason for that. Like, women have... women can still be manipulated. I'm not saying they can't. But they're much less likely to be, in my opinion. It's just that women tend to be the ones that get manipulated more, because we live in a misogynistic society. We live in a, what's it called? Patriarchy, right? So women are just victims of manipulation way more often.
The powers that be that want to manipulate people, well, their target is going to be trying to weaken men and manipulate them. So what's a way to do that? Well, this is one of those ways, which granted, again, I'm not saying that it's anybody who uses it is using it for pornographic purposes or anything like
come
that.
on.
But this is definitely...
Come on.
This is definitely not the most promising thing, because it can keep men from interacting.
There is not a single man out there that use it. Is there any women that use it? I don't even think lesbians would use this. I don't think there are any lesbians that would use this thing. It's not even, like, coded to be attractive. Like, they think it is. But, like, there's not... What was I saying? I got on lesbians and then I crapped out. There's not a single man who's using this who is not at least using it partially because they find her attractive and want to goon to her.
In the world, and for being strong, going to the gym, feeding their minds and their spirits, you know. But what's the strongest way? What's a way that the man can be the absolute strongest? And that's if he has control over his lust, right?
No, that's basic 101 shit. That's baby shit. If you don't have control over your lust, you have never exceeded the age of 16, my friend. Okay? I got control over that when I was in, like, my young 20s. Okay? Like, if you can't control your lust, that is a huge skill issue, and you need to work on yourself.
So, anybody who is struggling with anything
that's like level 1 man
or
shit.
Anything like that, like, hey, you can get out of it. You can, just like alcoholics can get out of it, just like,
right, it's so generic.
Any drug addicts or the
wait, yeah, just like alcoholics, right? Just like alcoholics. Yeah, good stuff. There is a such thing as porn addiction, but like porn addiction is not the same thing as just having basic control over your lust. Okay? You can watch porn and still be healthy about it, the same way that you can drink alcohol in a, I don't want to say a healthy manner. I think that porn is actually pound for pound much healthier than alcohol is, because alcohol is just straight poison. But like, you can have a healthy relationship with alcohol. You can have a healthy relationship with weed. Which is not like as poisonous as alcohol, but still kind of just, you know, garbage. You can have a healthy relationship with porn. So it's not a matter for addicts of just pulling yourself up and, you know, putting in the work, which is part of it. But like, this is the problem, is that like they've convinced themselves that, like, you know, addicts. Another one is people who are fat. You know, like anybody who doesn't, like, basically, like, those are the two main ones: addicts and fat people. Like, they need to put in the work. You know, they shouldn't be such a pussy about it. They just need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps and be better.
Through the power of Jesus Christ, if you turn to him. But if you truly feed your spirit with the word of God, and you are also strengthening your body by,
famously, religion has never been used to weaken men.
right, going to the gym, for example, right? You are going to be dangerous to society. And that's a good thing. Men should be dangerous.
What?
Be dangerous, right? Be dangerous to those who have bad intentions. Be dangerous to the devil, right? You want to be capable. You want to be capable of doing a lot, but instead channeling that for good, right?
That's not being dangerous. Being dangerous to active threats is not being a dangerous person. That's being like a strong defensive person. You know? Like, yeah, I hear what she's saying, but like, I don't like the way she's saying it. Like, you're convincing men that they should be dangerous. They should be perceived as a threat in public. I don't want to be perceived as a threat. When I walk around, when I'm actually like big and bulky, right? And I can lift 300, I can bench press 375, which I can't right now, but I'm gonna work on that. I promise. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But when I can actually do that, and like my traps are bulging out of my shirt and shit, I'm not walking around and having people be scared of me. They're not scared. They're just like impressed that I put in the effort to look like that and can be that big and have my life together enough that I, you know, can do that stuff. She's just horny ranting at this point. Oh, wait, you're right. Wait, let's rewatch it. No, good catch. Good catch.
Intentions. Be Jim, for example, right? You are going
Look
to
at
be
her.
dangerous to society. And that's
You're
a good
right.
thing. Men should be dangerous.
This is the most passionate I've ever heard her be about anything. That's crazy. I cannot believe she's horny posting on Maine.
Be dangerous, right? Be dangerous to those who have bad intentions. Be dangerous to the devil, right? You want to be capable.
I guarantee you her fantasy is like, I want a man to protect me from like a black guy in the dark alley. Like, that's her ultimate fantasy that she goons to. She's like, oh my god, like a black man attacks me, but then a strong white savior, perhaps with blonde or sandy brown hair and a nice beard, comes in and punches him. And then he calls him the N-word. Oh! And then she finishes.
Be capable of doing a lot, but instead channeling that for good, right? That's ultimately what it boils down to. But if you create a weak society, then if you create weak men, then yeah, then you're gonna have people like Elon Musk. And I'm not saying Elon
Ricky
Musk is
Berwick.
inherently evil and all this stuff. I'm just saying I'm suspicious and I'm cautious. And we
Ricky Berwick, if I recall, was basically like, look, I'm disabled, so it's actually fine to make fun of disabled people because I don't personally care.
should be. We should be.
That's
this
like
way,
his whole character.
especially with somebody who is developing a brain microchip. Right? This is somebody who wants to put microchips in people's brains. Just imagine the catastrophe that could happen to that. That could be the beast system at play that we see in Revelation. Here I didn't see this yet. I want to see it because Ricky's
Oh,
hilarious.
I want to see it too, actually.
I'm just here with my viewers right now. Can you say hi to them?
Yo, that's awesome you're chilling with your viewers. Hey there, everyone watching my favorite person. What's up? I'm Annie, rocking my...
Straight women just have no clue how bad things truly are. You cannot tell me this woman's straight. She dresses like... I'm sorry, she dresses like a bisexual. Or I will give you this. Maybe she's dressing like a straight woman who's trying too hard. I don't know.
black
She could be
dress and
straight.
ponytails.
She doesn't give me the vibe,
Vibing.
though.
Feeling the energy with you all. Hope you're
She's too Christian for that fantasy? The fuck you mean she's too Christian? Who the fuck do you think fantasizes about that if not Christians? As a Christian, when I was growing up as a teenager, this is true and I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I'll just tell you this now. I literally had fantasies where like I was the guy at the fucking gas station or like the grocery store who like grabbed a dude who was like stealing and punched him. That was my fantasy. Like, Christians are the ones who fantasize about that shit. I know what I'm talking about, okay? I have been in the shit.
having as much fun as I am thinking about my babe here.
This is creeping me out. Okay, this is hilarious. Ricky's funny. But this is creeping me out. This is creeping me out so bad. I can't. I genuinely can't. Well, also
She's finding the
another
gay
part
demons.
of me, taking a step aside from the creepy part, it's like, why wouldn't people want to be able to customize their avatars? At
That's
least
a
let me
fair point.
customize it. No,
But I think it's because they're like AI generated slop and then they're like that's too much effort. That's effort posting. Elon Musk isn't known for putting forth the effort.
I just think it gets weird when I'm just chilling with my babe here. It's just like awkward. Okay, so here we have Dread Roberts, who
wanted to
says,
see
"Don't
that.
worry, guys. This totally isn't the fulfillment of Revelation 13:15, in which the first beast is given life so that it can speak and be worshipped. Absolutely nothing to be anxious about." Now, those who are unaware, or even if you're aware, let's go over this, right? What happened?
You know what? If the Bible is telling people to reject AI, then maybe the Bible isn't all bad.
In
people
Revelation,
should read
the
it.
end times, right? The beast system. Everybody knows the 666, the mark of the beast, all that kind of stuff. Well, there's a whole beast
Oh,
system
gotcha,
in
cute
place.
dark. Okay, gotcha.
And what Elon Musk is working on with his
Yeah, I think Bonnie Clyde is a little bit too sophisticated for them. Like, it's what she thinks. No, not Bonnie Clyde, because that gives women too much power. The whole point of Bonnie and Clyde is they were like equal partners. Like, no, she wants to be. Listen to the way she talks. She hates herself, or at least she talks like she does. Either she hates herself, or she gets off to the idea of being so low and beneath men that she might as well hate herself. You know what I mean? Like any reasonable person would hate themselves.
brain microchips and stuff absolutely
But she gets off
could
on
be
it.
a part of the beast system. It definitely lines up and adds up with the beast system. That does
I wonder what she thinks of the Epstein files. Like, here's my thing, right? Fuck Elon Musk. But also, he did make this Epstein thing come back up. Like, he was the one who did that. You know, if it wasn't him, it was going to be somebody else or something else. But he's the one who did it. Like, he broke up with Trump, and he said Trump won't release the files because he's on them. And that got people talking about it again. So, you know, I mean, people were already kind of talking about it, but, like, that definitely fueled, that fanned the flames for sure. And I just am curious what she thinks about Trump not releasing the Epstein files, since, you know, during this breakup, she's clearly on Trump's side.
doesn't mean that Elon Musk is the Antichrist. Well, really, anybody who's against Christ is an Antichrist, right? But that doesn't mean that he is the beast
That's
or
not
the
what that
Antichrist
means.
mentioned in Revelation. But
Any number that is not 1 is -1, right? No, that's stupid. You know what's -1? -1. The Antichrist is, you know, in a fictional sense, because it's fiction, the Antichrist is, he is like the son of the devil, right? Or the child of the devil. The person who is supposed to be like equal and opposite to Jesus. You know?
But the systems that he is pushing
I'm the Antichrist?
and promoting
That's
right
awesome.
now could very well be. This could be it. I mean, we
Maybe I
could
should mod
be
you.
entering into this phase in time, and this kind of technology
God.
would be.
They always want the end of the world. They always, they're like coming for it. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, they're gooning for it. They're like, please, please, just let us go up into a glorious ball of fire. I want to be raptured. I want to die. Please, I want to die so bad. But I don't just want to die enough to kill myself, because that's technically a sin. I want to die, and I also want everybody else to die with me. I want everybody else to die with me except my enemies, who get to stay alive and suffer slowly until they're dead. That's how, like, I want to die badly, but not so badly that I would do it myself, because that's a sin. Like, it's coward shit. Like, just do it then. Just do it then. Like, if you want to die that badly, there are methods for that. Okay?
That. So what we see in Revelation chapter 13 here, you see them talking about a beast coming out of the water with 2 horns and all of this stuff, right? He had authority over the first beast. So there's 2 beasts here. So he did miracles, even making fire flash down to earth from the sky, things of that nature, right? Now, look at what happened. We know that there will be a third
Just not
temple
curing
that
cancer.
is going to be
That's
built
too much for him.
at the end times. And so once that third temple is built, they are going to make a great statue of the first beast. Okay, so the first beast was fatally wounded and then came back to life. So people are already...
They talk about the Bible as if it's One Piece. As if they're like anime theorizers. You know what I mean? Like or anime lore droppers on YouTube. Like the people I watch who talk about One Piece lore. She talks exactly like them, but about the Bible. And she actually believes it. It's so funny.
You're going to be astounded by that. So in the third temple, I believe this is going to be in the temple, but regardless, right? So he was permitted, so they built a statue of that beast.
They're theory crafting.
Okay? Who is the beast? I don't know. Could be a person, could be a literal beast. Like,
Who
we
knows?
don't know this
See,
yet.
it's theory
we can only
posting.
speculate. But there will be a statue of this person, and then the statue will be
That's so
permitted.
funny.
Okay, he's going to be permitted to give life to this statue so that it can speak. Then the statue of the beast
Who wrote
commanded
this?
that anyone refusing to worship it must die. So this statue is going to be speaking abomination, and it's going to insist that people worship it. So when people are reading this, you know,
I'm invested.
anytime before recent history, this would be so perplexing. And we are now in a time where we can read this and say, oh, that makes sense. It can be powered by AI technology, just like we're seeing here. So just imagine, you know,
That's what
down
it
the
meant.
road.
The Bible was talking about AI all along. It was warning us. You know what? Maybe we should all read the Bible. If it was warning us against the demon that is AI, I am in favor of reading the Bible. You've made me a born-again Christian. Good job, Melanie.
Just look at
convinced
how
me.
AI
That's how much
technology
I hate
has
AI.
already become more...
I unironically hate AI in many ways more than I hate religion, because religion, at the very least, no matter how much damage is done or people it's killed or maimed or tortured, like, religion is fundamentally human. It is. A lot of art has come out of religion. A lot of holidays, a lot of good times have come out of religion as well. Like, more bad times, I would argue. But religion is fundamentally human. AI, opposite of human. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. That's how much I hate it.
more advanced than
Get rid of
it
it.
used to be, right? In such a short amount of time. Well, seemingly, this has probably been in development for much longer than we even realize. But since we've seen it, and since it's been revealed to
Cast
us,
the AI
it
demon
has
into the pit
advanced
of hell.
so much. So just imagine all the more that it will. So this definitely could be a part of the beast system, right? And so there's just...
She's kind
Just
of
saying.
cooking.
I would caution you guys to be careful. And I'm not saying everybody who uses the AI program
No, come on,
is-
double down on it.
degenerates.
No, they are. No, come on. Why are you saying it so nervously? You know that they are. Just say it with your fucking chest, man. Just say it. Call them scum. Call them morons. Call them, lesser humans. Because that's what they are.
You know, like I said, a lot of people will use it for utility purposes. Hey, how do I do this? How do I do that?
Reject it.
I think having
Reject
an
the
avatar
demon.
call you babe and stuff is like, whoa, what's going on?
You just said my holy book, like your interpretation of your holy book was like, I need to reject AI. And you're still like, you know what? It's not that bad. No, your holy book is rejecting it. Run with that. Run with that. Toss it. Cast it into the lake of fire, okay? You do not need AI in your life. You know how many times I've used AI in my life? I used it for like a couple of months and as a gag, as a goof, okay? And I had like an AI, what was it? Image as my, I want to say thumbnail. It's not thumbnail. As my avatar on YouTube for a little while. Like I used an anime AI avatar on YouTube because I was in my cringe phase, okay? PFP, thank you. And also like the AI thing had not really caught on that much yet. But like also I was cringe for that, okay? I was cringe for that. I didn't understand. But my blinders were taken off. I was dragged out of the cave. All right, I saw the light. I decided to cleanse myself of the AI demon, and my life is so much better because of it. Please, I beg you, if you use AI in any, like generative AI, I'm not talking about like, video game AI, whatever. But if you use generative AI like ChatGPT or any kind of AI generated imagery in any capacity, just ditch it. Just ditch it. You don't need it. You don't need it. What has Elon Musk done this time? Made an AI chatbot girlfriend and also kind of a furry thing. But mainly what we're talking about is the girlfriend.
You see a bunch of female do this. How do I do that?
Okay, we're right there.
I think having an avatar call you babe and stuff is like, whoa, what's going on? That does raise an eyebrow, not gonna lie. Even
because
women doing
could?
this too, because you know that women are gonna want a dude.
Because he's a freak?
Because you see a bunch of female degenerates too, with like their fantasy books and things like that.
What?
But yeah, here's the thing: is my kind of going back to
No. You don't get to compare like actual art, like real tangible art that somebody wrote, to a fucking AI chatbot. And if that is your comparison, I'm sorry, that makes women better than men. Okay? Let's be real. If you're saying that men... No, let's put this in the context. If you're saying that men can be duped and weakened and softened by this fucking thing, by this abomination, this disgusting piece of shit, men are far, far weaker than women ever could hope to be. Ever. Women are like fucking gods compared to us. If that's your opinion of men, that they could be weakened by this thing. I reject that utterly and entirely. No. I'm stronger than that. I'm sorry. You don't get to talk down. You don't get to talk about fucking men like that. I refuse.
Talking about earlier with AI, and what I really don't like about it is that it is there just to make you dumb. It's there to, people are going into like this AI psychosis even, that
is true.
That's actually been a thing because they've been talking to ChatGPT too much, and it's...
Oh yeah, no, people have actually killed themselves. Like it's crazy.
It's messing with their head and they're losing their mind. And I do think that it's definitely a method where that could have heavy demonic influence, right? And look, Kim Kardashian shared a screenshot talking to ChatGPT and where it was like, I'm sorry, Kim, I'm taking accountability for my actions. I'm going to do better. And she's like, why can't more people be like this or something like that? So basically, there's a lot of people who talk to these AI. I see it on TikTok, a lot of women who talk to AI just to get gassed up and have their egos boosted and to be told, oh yeah, all men are terrible. Yes, this date went awful because he took me to Cheesecake Factory instead of the fancy place. This, that, or it's, just stupid stuff like that.
Wait, Cheesecake Factory isn't the fancy place? That's kind of wild. If I want a fancy dinner, that's actually... Oh, that's disgusting, sorry. If I want a fancy dinner, that's exactly where I go. I go to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. And so
Is
then
that
they
bad?
have these AI telling them how amazing they are and how nobody is just understanding their true potential and how everybody's falling short because the person that they're talking to is so incredible and how dare all these people mistreat them, right? And so you have
I'm sorry. It's just like, if men are so great, why don't women want them? Let's be real here. Like, think about it. Like, if men are like that great, we wouldn't have a feminism problem. It just wouldn't exist. It's completely like nonsensical to think that. Because if men were like these bastions of goodness and justice and treating women properly and, you know, providing for them and whatever, then we wouldn't have like this vast amount of women who would choose a fucking bear over them. You know what I mean? Like, there is a man problem. There's a man problem, okay? And I agree that a lot of people on the left go about it very clumsily, if not completely wrong. All right? I'm not saying that people are tackling it perfectly. What I am saying is there is clearly a problem with men. All right? Especially cis men, okay? I've seen some shitty trans men, but largely cis men. There's a problem. You know, and that's worth addressing. And if there weren't a problem, women wouldn't be rejecting them.
You're really feeding the egos of people and creating narcissists, or at the very least feeding narcissists so bad with this kind of technology. So I think it's definitely important to be careful with it. You're an
It does
adult.
feed
I can't
narcissism.
tell
I'll
you what
agree
to
with
do
that.
with your life. But I'm just going to share my perspective, and how I feel about it is to be very cautious and very careful about these kind of things. And
that's actually a very good point from her. This actually kind of is a narcissist dream, isn't it? To just like have feelingless robots that will bend to you and just apologize for everything if they even feel like they've slighted you, or to the extent that they can feel. If you make them, prompt them to say that they've slighted you somehow, and they'll just fucking apologize for it. Yeah, not wrong.
my discernment kicked in whenever I was like, okay, you know what? I want to stick to AI just for utility reasons. Like, how do I install this? How do I do that? Things I can use in real life.
Even
like
then,
that,
no, it's just
as
like Google it.
opposed to
Google it.
let me vent about my life to this thing that's just going to affirm me and not make me have to take accountability for myself. At least when you ask real people for advice, they can tell you, oh yeah, you were actually wrong here. You know, that's what we need to hear. And
Yeah.
it also, if you
So quit asking the fucking bot for advice. Why are you you just said it, then why are you asking the bot even for advice? Okay? I don't take as much issue when people do that, because most of the time it's right. But like, also just go to somebody who you know will be right, a reliable fucking source. Okay? Like, people really, like, we really need to teach research basics in like K through 12. We don't do a good enough job of that. All research, all the research education comes like starting in college usually, and it needs to come earlier. You got to learn how to research proper sources in like 6th grade. Like, this is abysmal. People have got to learn research literacy.
you are so used to talking to an AI program that's only going to tell you what you want to hear, and every time it says anything remotely that you don't like, it will profusely apologize when you tell it.
You can actually specifically tell it to be argumentative if you're wrong. That does not help your point. Like, it's still doing what you want it to do. It's like if you're like in a consensual non-consent situation with your partner, you know, like some people are into that consent, CNC. Like if you tell your, like, if you have a safe word, always have a safe word. But if you tell your partner, like, I'm going to scream for help while you, you know, do your thing, you, like, that's what you're doing basically with it. Like, it's not it being mean to you. It's you're telling it to be mean to you because it knows that's what you want. That's what you want. But at any time, you can retract that and be like, I don't want this anymore. CNC is no, CNC is not evil. What? CNC is fine. My single hottest mistake, CNC, my single hottest take. CNC's bad. No, I disagree, but we'll talk about that more after the segment.
You don't like that. Well, it's going to keep people from interacting with real people, and it's going to keep people from understanding how to handle disagreements and arguments, because you have an AI program that will treat you like it's king or queen. And so when real people aren't going to do that, yeah, you're just really
I agree with this. No, she's completely correct here. You are training your brain to not take no for an answer. You are training your brain to not accept anything that disagrees with you. No, she's completely correct in this statement.
A total nightmare for a lot of people who can't take criticism and who can't take accountability for their actions and who can't be corrected. It's a nightmare. So anyway, there you have it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I do want to recommend my Bible channel to you guys, Bible Time with Melanie Mack, where I've got the entire Bible read there if you want to hear me read it to you. But also, I'm just adding more videos now, talking about Christian topics, things that are going.
Yeah, okay, got it. So, yeah, I'll finish chewing. Dubsy edited it out. So, I do agree with something she said. I still would not use AI for even like finding information on how to do stuff. I just think it's unhealthy in general. It removes, like, if you can't be fucked to do a Google search, like literally do a Google search, and you have literally the entire world of information at your fingertips. All you have to do is know how to navigate it. I know Google sucks these days, but like, you can still use it and find what you need to find, you know? WikiHow, there you go. Yeah, just like, stop using AI for anything. But, she is correct, though, about, like, the chatbot girlfriends and, you know, chatbots in general. They're just not good. They're not good. Stop treating AI, like, stop getting into relationships with AI. Don't do it. I even thought about, like, doing it as, like, an experiment to see what it does to my brain. But it honestly terrifies me. Like, I don't want to get attached to a fucking AI bot and then have my life go on a downward spiral. You know what I mean? Like, just don't even fuck with it. It's like fucking drugs. It is like drugs, okay? I wouldn't do heroin for a month just to see how it affects me, and I wouldn't get on it with a AI chatbot girlfriend. I would like to think that I'm mentally stronger than that, but I don't know myself like that because I've never tested it, and I don't care to, all right? This AI chatbot girlfriend shit is disgusting. It's demonic. It's demonic, like she said. It's in the Bible, okay? Are you a good Christian out there? If you're a good Christian and you like the Bible and you like God, then stop using AI. God said no. Most of her video is true, but then she randomly goes into horny rants. That's true. Yeah, she really wants to be dominated by, like, a strong man. As far as CNC goes, I just, like, what's the problem? Like, I understand why on the surface you might not like it. It may not be your thing. But, like, if you're dating somebody and they say, like, I have a thing for CNC, if that's the only thing they're into and you can't figure out a way to satisfy that or allow somebody else to satisfy that for them, then maybe you're not fit for each other. But I just don't think that CNC is on its face bad. There may be a lot of bad people with it. Sure, I can get on board with that, with the kink. But, like, if you and your partner find it hot to play out scenarios where one of you doesn't consent, I think that's fine as long as you have a safe word. As long as you do it safely. It can even be healthy. There are a lot of people who have trauma associated with their kinks. And so the kink is there to give them some level of control over the situation. It rewires your brain so that you're not traumatized by it anymore. It's kind of like what we use in, what is it called? EMRT. Or is it, yeah, EMDT, I think. Eye movement desensitization therapy, EMDT. REMDT, Rapid Eye Movement Desensitization Therapy. As a CNC sub, I think there's truth to that. Truth to, hold on. I think I've seen CNC doms in particular having some sort of misunderstanding of sex a few times. Yeah, I will say, if you're a CNC dom, you might not want to you might not want to let them know that until you're well into the relationship, and then be like, "Hey, listen, it's cool if you're not into this, but like, I'm a CNC dom, and I would love to play out a scenario where like I get my way with you without you consenting. Of course, we'll have a safe word, and anytime you want to stop, we'll stop, but I need you to pretend like you're not enjoying it." I'm not built like that, but like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. What you do behind closed doors with consenting adults is not my business. As long as, my thing is this. As long as everybody's in agreement with what's going on, and nobody's being like killed or permanently injured, then whatever. You know, let your freak flag fly. I don't give a shit. You can say it's a red flag or whatever, and sure it is if you like. Let's I think, honestly, foot fetishists, being a foot fetishist is more of a red flag than being like a CNC dom. I'll be real. Foot fetishists are freaks. Alright? That's more of a red flag than being in a CNC. But why do they have to get off to someone pretending to not enjoy it? That's how their brain's wired, for one reason or another. Okay? That's how they get off. And they found a healthy way to explore that. What a sad way to be wired. It's kind of a shitty thing to say. It's just like, some people are into that. Some people are kinky like that. Yeah, I enjoy, you know, like, I'm not a bad person. It's not me. I'll take myself out of it. I'm not into CNC, okay? I love pleasing my wife, okay? That's how I'm wired. I'll stop chatting because I'm a buzzkill. It's fine. We're having a conversation. It's BDSM. It's part of BDSM. It's like being a sadist. Right? Like, you wouldn't say that about a sadist who, like, is slapping a consenting masochist, right? Like, if a masochist is like, I want you to hit me. I want you to hit me harder. Harder, daddy. Harder, daddy. Whatever. Like, smack me. Smack me. Don't clip that. if a masochist is saying that, and then the sadist is hitting them, I'm not sitting there going, oh my god, how dare you? You're a sadist. Like, but you understand my point, right? Like, my thing is this. Everybody consents, you have a safe word, and you take proper precautions. Like a safe word. Two of those overlap. Everybody consents, you take proper precautions, fine. Too late clipped? Okay. My own fault. Did you already talk about how Brazil got tariffed because of our ex-president? Even Bolsonaro's vice said that Trump shouldn't get into Brazil's business. Because of our ex-president? You mean Biden? I don't know anything about that. Feet can be pretty, but like fetishizing them is hella weird. There again, the reason that I brought up the foot fetishes thing is not specifically because of the fetish. Yeah, I'm not clicking that, Master Dodo, but thank you. I brought up the foot fetish thing because they just happen to be very fucking weird. For some reason, foot fetishes just like can't control themselves. You know, like, it's one thing if you like feet. It's another thing if you're like staring down women's piglets out in public and like getting weird about it, you know, like freaky about it. Haha, hey there. Haha, I wonder how your feet smell. Wouldn't that be funny if like I smelled your feet right now? Like, what if you took your shoe off? Can I see? Is your how often do you wash your feet? Oh, every 3 days? Oh wow. Oh, I bet they smell pretty bad, right? Huh? Like that shit. Like, shut up. It's weird. Foot people are weird, on average. Could have flipped that better. Could have clipped that better. Thank you. I might be an exception, but I got into feet because of Dom's combining it with my main kink. No, that might be, like, that's the thing, you know, like, your brain associated it with other things that you like, and so it's just like, a new neuronal connection was made, and then a fetish was born. That's sometimes how it works, you know? Like, feet are fine. I'm not feet averse. If a woman wanted me to suck her toes, I would, but like, I'm not into it like that. What else we got? What else did I have on my title? Oh yeah, right-wing advice.
What's going on?
What's going on? I'm gonna take a brief break, eat my dinner, and then go to the bathroom. And then when we come back, we're gonna look at some we're gonna look at 5 traits that will get you any woman. So if you're a lover of women and dating women, stick around, because we're gonna get taught today how to land the females. We'll be right back.
narrow hallways running like it's a ball game. Hand tracks be tracking me to different doorways. In a maze, and I don't know what to do. Guaranteed though, I'ma find the emeralds. Don't call me Knuckles for nothing, I get loose. Sure bees fighting with them foes all the time, but I gotta do it, they always stay out of line. Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. Stay knuckled up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they trying to throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me Knuckles, give me a box.
Okay, we're back. That's how it happened with me and sweaty women. I mean, no comment. I mean, if you like sweaty women, that's pretty fortunate for you because sex usually involves a lot of sweat if you're doing it right. Speaking of women, so whenever I need advice for dating, I always look for what the right wingers have for me because it never fails. I've gotten laid thousands of times as a result of right wing influencer dating advice. Like people like this King Azule, who I just heard of. I forget where I heard them from, but I found their channel somehow, and they have such, banger videos like "My Life Changed Forever After That Night." Am I a Rapist is the thumbnail. Pretty cool, pretty good stuff. F student responds to Moist Critical, and he's seen here strangling my boy Moist Critical for some reason. Not entirely sure why that is. So we've got a pretty good we got a pretty good start on this guy and his content. What we're going to focus in today on is 5 traits that will get you any woman. Because I trust this guy just based on this little bit here. Here, let's look at this. At 17, I was homeless to do a rough childhood. I ended up in jail and thought my life will never change due to my circumstance. But I'm here today to say if I did it, anyone can. I will do everything I can to teach you everything needed to know so you can achieve what I call the, quote, holy triangle, end quote. Strong body, strong mind, and financial freedom. Check out my uncensored YouTube link below. Huh. Well then, with all that being said.
What's going on, guys? Welcome again, and today we're going to speak about what it is to be a masculine leader. You know, masculine leader, guys, is made out of 5 pillars. The 5 pillars...
Okay, I know that he's probably ESL, but it's still really funny. I don't know. It's just it's goofy. It's goofy.
Of a masculine leader. We're going to talk about them now because that is something that everybody is missing. You see, 95% of the men today are weak men. They're not real men.
True.
And that is why women are very...
Wait, weak or not real? Are men required to be strong? Or are they weak men? Which is it?
Very aggravated with you guys. But at the same time,
women are not aggravated with men for being weak. Women are aggravated with men for being disgusting. Okay? That's why when asked, most women pick the bear. This isn't a matter of whether you're like physically strong or, you know, financially capable or whatnot. Those things help, sure. But mostly women just want a guy, 2 main things. 1, don't be a piece of shit. Okay? Minimal standards. That's like a prerequisite. 2, helps if you're a little goofy, okay? If you're funny, if you're positive, you know, fun to be around, a goofy guy. Women love them, goofy men, okay?
5% that are real men have seemed to hate
that's
the
me.
women
I know that's
that exist in this time. So men are not men, and women are not women, and it's time for all the men to become real men. So
okay, well then maybe we should just date each other, man. What do you think? Like, is that, like, it's just funny because, like, he would, like, 5% of the real men hate women. You're calling them gay. Like, you have to be in the top 5% by being a gay man, right? Stupid.
Women can go back to becoming women. You see, masculinity is essential for survival. And that is exactly why many of the women out there today are masculine. Now, let's talk about the first thing, honor.
But, like, there's nothing wrong with a masculine woman or a feminine man. My wife is non-binary. Often she dresses masculine. It's fine. Like, I'm not less attracted to her as a result. In fact, I find it quite cute, to be honest. I enjoy her non-binariness. It's part of the reason I married her. So, like, there's nothing wrong with masculine women, and there's certainly nothing wrong with feminine men either. Many women are into feminine men.
Why do you need to have honor as a man? You need to be an honorable man. If you're going to do something...
Elvis face? Did you just call me Elvis face? The fuck you mean Elvis face? I do not look like Elvis. What? Hold on. No shot, dude. No. You just called me Elvis because I'm white. Racist.
It must be with honor. You see,
all white people look the same.
We didn't have to worry about these things. If we went to war together, we had the honor of standing next to each other, going into battle, protecting each other, and being there for each other. But we don't really have that honor today, where a man says, here is my word.
You can literally go to war right now. You can sign up for any nation's military and go boots on the ground to war right now. But you don't. You don't. Why is that? Interesting. You know why I don't do that? Because it fucking sucks, okay? And I enjoy my comforts here at home. All right? That's why I don't do it. You don't do it, probably for the same reason, but you won't admit that, man. You won't admit that. You've never been to war, I guarantee you. Never. And yet you're sitting here calling yourself a real man and saying that that's what real men do. It's not that we don't have the luxury of war today. There's plenty of that. Go find it.
You have my hand on it, shake on it, and it's good enough.
He's giving him
man would spit in their
his hand.
Shake your hand, and that was more than enough.
This is so fucking gay, man.
The next thing is respect.
Men spit on each other. and have each other's backs, both literally and figuratively, and stuff like that. And men are, when real men were men, they showered together in the barracks and stroked each other off or something. They did sword fights with their, you know what's. That's real men shit.
Respect is such an important part for a man. Why? A woman needs to be loved. We all know that.
That's
but
AI.
A man needs to be respected. You'll hear a woman...
I also need love. Do you not have love in your life? Is there nobody in your life who loves you? And also, women need to be respected as well. Are we implying here that women don't need respect? That's crazy.
Saying, I'll give him respect when he deserves it. What? Did I ever say, I'll give you love as soon as you deserve it? You're not deserving of getting love?
What? Yeah. No, a woman does not automatically get my romantic love. That's not how that works. Do you understand how dating works? No, you see each other. If you're physically attracted enough to each other, you go on a date, all right? And if the date works out and you like that person, then eventually that turns into romantic love. Love at first sight is a myth. Love at first sight is lust. Okay? Like, if you think somebody's hot or whatever, 10 out of 10 banger, but then you go on a date with them and they're the most annoying piece of shit you've ever fucking met, a reasonable person would be, I don't care how hot you are. You suck. You're a piece of shit. No thanks. Like, what is this logic? We're off to a great start.
If a woman doesn't get love, she would literally jump
Never
off
played
the building.
tummy sticks.
There's
That's
no way she's
disgusting.
gonna stick around. Same
Tummy
with the man.
sticks?
If a man is not going to be respected, eventually he's going to leave. But that is in a relationship. What about in a relationship with your brothers, where you're supposed to respect one another?
With other
where
men.
You sit with other people, and you're with your best friend, and you're cracking.
But before we talk about dating women, let's talk about dating. I mean, being with your fellow men, who are brothers. They're brothers to you. We're like brothers. We sleep in the same bed because we're brothers. Okay? We take showers together because we're brothers. We rub lotion on each other's backs because that's what brothers do.
Jokes about your best friend. You're not taking his side. You're not there for him. You're not by his side.
The homies.
Being that protective, honorable, respectful man that you should be to your best friend. You're making jokes to make others laugh. That is something that you should never do when you have respect for your...
Wait, you're making jokes to make... Wait, what? Hold on.
Honorable, respectful man that you should be to your best friend. You're making jokes to make others laugh.
Hold on. Does he... Okay, I'm going to be as charitable as possible here and say that he's talking about cracking jokes about your friend. Like, yeah, if you're talking shit about your friend to other people, that's shitty. I can get on board with that. But if he's just talking about, like, cracking jokes, it's like, yeah, people make fun of their friends all the time. Like, have you ever had friends? Like, if you're close enough friends, you're going to shit on each other more than you, like, work each other up. That's usually how my friendships work out anyway.
That is something that you should never do when you have respect for your brother. Your brother and you have to have the most respect for one another. And it doesn't have to be a blood brother. It could be a friend that is now a brother. You have to understand that blood is thicker than water. But at the same time, some of us might have bad brothers.
You know what's thicker than both of those? Men got plenty of that. You know what I'm talking about.
And some of us might not have a brother at all.
Also, that quote is taken out of context. The blood of the covenant, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, is how that goes. So people actually get that backwards.
So you know what? Finding a good
like
brother
the concept
that is your
backwards.
friend and making sure you respect one another and truly respect. Don't speak in a sense where you're putting someone down and he's your best friend, he's your buddy, he's with you all the time.
But buddies do that.
That's not the way to be. That's not respect for your brother. Always uplift.
You just sound like you can't take a fucking joke, man. This sounds personal. He's like, oh my God, like I had friends and then they started shitting on me. They started making fun of me and that hurt me personally. Dog, work your shit out. Go see a therapist. You know, you wouldn't have these issues if you just sought therapy, okay? If you're that self-conscious that you can't take a fucking joke and you lost all your friends because of it, like, that's crazy work, man.
lift each other. Always do whatever it is that you can to make each other feel better, to show love for one another. Because listen, a platonic relationship is a very important relationship you need to have with your brother.
We're now 3 minutes into this video, and we've spent like 2.5 of it talking about men. I'm here to get women. My understanding was that I was going to get laid today. Sorry, we must be confused here. Are we still talking about women and how to get women?
You need to make sure that you can tell it to your brother, I love you, and it's I love you because you're my brother. I tell my brothers I love them.
Okay, Dow doth protest too much. He is very insistent that this is a brotherly love thing. Because he knows if he just says friend, it'll sound gay. So he has to insist that we're brothers. Because if we're brothers, that's not gay. Okay? Because brothers sleep in the same bed with each other. And have rancid, disgusting butt sex. That's what brothers do. Not friends, though. Because if you're a friend with somebody and you do that, that's gay.
Why? Because they're willing to die for me. And I'm willing to die for them. Big thing, and you must have respect. Next thing is, guys, loyalty. Do you see that? Loyalty. How many of you guys...
You know, I hear that a lot. I would die for you. How about this? Would you, like, clean your room for me? Would you, like, do basic hygiene so that you don't stink around me? You know, like, would you... I don't know, like, how about the menial tasks? Everybody talks a big game, like, oh, I would die for this person. I would die for this person. Okay, what else would you do? How about we start small and work our way up? You know? Stop saying you die for somebody. Yeah, it's easy to say I'd die for my wife. Of course I would. You know what I struggle doing for my wife sometimes is fucking cleaning the dishes. You know what I mean? Like let's be real.
Out there are not loyal to your brothers or not loyal to your woman. I've said this a million times.
Okay, we're back to women.
I would never do business with a man who cheats on his wife. If he cheats on his wife, the woman that he sleeps with every single night, why wouldn't he cheat on me? You tell me, why wouldn't
Come on, dude. You're making it way too obvious. Come on, bro. How do I know the man wouldn't cheat on me? His brother, which I must stress is a familial relationship, so it becomes weird if you make it gay in your head. I must stress once again, it's so gay. Just own it, man. I swear to, like, he sounds like he wants a dick 10 inches down, dude. Like, exactly.
Cheat on me. I've had a business partner and he cheated on his wife and he cheated on me as well.
He's just upset because every moment that his mouth is open, that's another moment that a dick is not inside of it.
How did he cheat on me? No, he didn't sleep with another girl and I gave two shits. It's because he went and did business behind my back and didn't tell me about the profits. So a man that cheats on his wife, be careful, he's gonna cheat on you as well. But again,
I don't even necessarily disagree with that, by the way. Like, I wouldn't want to do business or associate myself with a cheater either. Like, that's true. That is true. If they're willing to cheat and be dishonest with their own fucking wife or whoever they're with, like, of course they would do the same to you. They've already shown that, like, they're not worthy of your trust.
Are you guys loyal to your brothers?
So I do agree with that.
Friendship. What is loyalty? Do you even understand the meaning of loyalty? Loyalty means that no matter how hard the times are, I will be here. I will support you. I will stand by your side.
But once again, like I stress, what about the easy times? Okay, what about, like, you know, a buddy needs me to pick him up from the store. Like, can you do that? Oh no, sorry, I'm too busy in my League of Legends match. Like start with the small shit.
Loyalty today is gone. And that is why I'm making this video. Because this video right here is going to let you understand.
I thought you were making this video so that I could get laid. We're 4 minutes in and we have 0 traits. You only have 6 more minutes of the video, man.
What kind of a man you need to become and what exactly are the traits that you need to have in order to be a real man. Because if you don't have them, you gotta listen up. But don't
your
only
brothers.
Listen. I want you to be a student of mine. I want you to listen. I want you to hear me. And I want you to take it in because I want you to...
Okay, we just said the same thing 3 times. That's both repetitive and redundant.
To become the best version that you could be. So people will know this is an honorable man. This is a respectful man. This is a loyal man. And then we go to the next thing. Trust. Can I trust you? If you're in my...
Wait, we already went through a trait? What was the first trait? Oh, no. Okay, we're on the first trait. Trust.
Trust. can I trust you? If you're in my circle, can I trust you?
Wait, no, it's
That
not
is
the
a
first
very
thing.
important part of our life.
Why did he label two things as one? Am I tripping? Is that a 2? What was the first thing? No, that's number 4. No, that's number 4. Why are we on number 4? Has he been going through these this whole time? He's covering the board the entire time, so I can't see. I can't even fucking see the board. Honor. I think it's honor, respect, loyalty, trust, and commitment. Honor. Hold on. Honor, respect, loyalty, trust, commitment. Like, I don't know. Like, it just sounds like bullshit. Like, it sounds like shit that ChatGPT would feed me. Like, ChatGPT, give me 5 traits that make a real man. Shit, I don't know, dog. Honor, trust, commitment. There you go. Like, yeah. I don't know. This seems like this was due at 12 a.m. last night, and you just turned it in at 11:59.
This is a loyal man. And then we go to the next thing. Trust. Can I trust you? If you're in my circle, can I trust you?
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
That is a very important part of our life is trust.
We already talked about
You have
this.
to have trust. Imagine not being able to trust your own parents. They betray you. They speak badly about you when you're not around. Imagine not being able to trust your own brothers. That when you're not around,
Brothers,
they're
don't
trying
forget.
to get the girl that you truly want.
Not gay.
Imagine you can't trust them. Imagine you can't trust a business partner because he's doing things behind your back. And also, he might
Oh, he's doing a lot of things behind your back, buddy. Trust me.
not be a godly
The way you're
person,
talking,
so no one
I bet
else is
he does a
watching,
lot back
you're
there.
not watching. So guess what? Trust is broken. Why? Because a lot of people lost the ability to trust and give trust and be trusted and be trustful. You have to understand that trust is extremely important. So if you break the trust with your brothers, with your family, with your loved ones, with your spouse, with your girl, with your man, it does not matter. You break
Dog, I got an essay due at 12 a.m. and it's a 2,000 word limit. Can you help, like ChatGPT, can you help me stretch this out to 2,000 words, please?
the trust, you break it forever. There is no going back when you're breaking trust. Imagine back in the day, we together went to war in Sparta, went to battle, had swords.
Oh my god. Dude, then go live like a fucking Spartan. You'll give up in 2 minutes. That was abysmal. That was an abysmal way to live. The Spartans were not happy people. Their lives sucked ass. Okay? It sucked to be a Spartan. Like, if I believe everything I'm told about it, no. Like, that shit was dog water.
I need to trust that you got my back.
And as I said, you can also just go to war right now. There are plenty of causes that you can fight for. Okay? Go do it. Okay, big man. You want to talk a big... You talk a big game about war in your comfy little air-conditioned room with your little whiteboard, okay? And your perfectly groomed beard, might I add. Like, go to war then. Go be boots on the ground. Go to war. Like, be a blood brother with your homies in the military. Like, you can literally do that. People are doing that as we speak right now. Go do it.
And you're
Be a real
not
man.
there. And I get stabbed in the back. How would I feel? You know how I feel?
I don't know. You'll
I'd
never
be
know that
dead.
because
Why?
you're a pussy.
Because I couldn't trust you. And it happened millions of times, especially in today's days, where people can't
today's
trust one
days.
another. And they break the trust before they even start building it. Their first thought, let's go into a relationship. Doesn't matter what kind of relationship. We'll go in to get whatever I can out of them. And then after that, we'll see if I still need them. The world became disposable. And if you're disposable and the people around you are disposable, guess what? You are a nobody. If you don't have a team, if you don't have somebody you love, if you don't have a family that you could trust, you have nothing. You don't need money. You don't need cars. You don't need watches. You don't need nice clothes. You could be homeless. But if you're with your people, with your team, eventually you guys will be in mentions. You guys are going to be on private jets.
What? Wait. You just got done telling me I don't need money. The fuck are you talking about mansions and jets and shit? I have plenty of friends and we don't have any of that. We're still happy. Why? I don't understand this. Like, why are you dangling this in front of people? Well, I know why, but like, it doesn't match your message, dude. It's completely incoherent. Like, I was on board for a second. Like, he tricked me. I was like, okay, I can get on board with that. You don't need, like, material possessions to be happy necessarily. But then, like, you're literally like, okay, if you just listen to me, you'll get all this stuff. Look at the things you can have.
But you have to work as a team. So having a team is more important than anything. And I say this, you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, take your friends with you. Now let's go to the last thing. The most important part of being a masculine leader is commitment. It's commitment, guys. Commitment.
These are all kind of the same thing. Like, they're not exactly the same. Commitment is different than trust, but trust is a huge part of commitment, right? Same with loyalty. Like, trust is a huge part of loyalty. Like, these things are all, again, we're stretching the essay out as much as possible here.
It is so important. If you guys are starting something, you have to stay committed. If you want to become an NBA player, you have to stay committed.
Wow.
If you want to become a bodybuilder, you're going to have to stay committed. If you want to become a millionaire,
I get
if you want
it!
to become a father, guess what? You have to stay committed. Because if you can't commit to anything, you're not.
If you want to shove 50 hot dogs down your throat in a matter of you know, what's the record? Hot dog eating record. Yeah, this guy. Hot dog eating machine Joey Chestnut. This guy was committed. Coney Island stage for Nathan's famous competition 1 year after a sponsorship snafu kept him from the mecca of competitive eating. What's his record? 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That's crazy work. This is a committed man right here. Okay? And something tells me King Azule is just upset that he can't even get one.
You're never going to last. You're going to lose it. Being committed is the most important thing you could have. Commitment is something that every single famous person has. But one thing that the man truly needs is ego. In order for you
Wait, that's not on the board!
to succeed, you must have an ego.
Wait, we're adding things now. That's number 6, dude. The ego's not written down on that board. This was not. Hold on, sir. Teacher, whatever your name is this one going to be on the test? Because you didn't write it down on the board. Or is that extra credit?
But don't let it fool you. Because doesn't...
At least ego's different. I would have liked this better if he had written ego instead of commitment. At least ego is different.
No matter how big your ego is, your commitment must be greater than your ego.
Wait, if it doesn't matter how... Wait, hold on.
To succeed, something that every single famous person has. But one thing that the man truly needs is ego. In order for you to be able to succeed, you must have an ego. But don't let it fool you. Because doesn't matter how big your ego is, your commitment must be.
So do I need ego or not? You just got done telling me how important ego is. And then you turn around and you're like, but... No, you don't. It's like, wait. Do I need ego or don't I? If I have commitment, but I don't have ego, do I still succeed or do I live in a box and I'm bitchless? Like, which is it? I need to know if I need ego to get my dick wet. Please. Please.
Greater than your ego, or else your life will fall into shambles. And why do I say that? It's because when you see a celebrity that all of a sudden is so famous, makes so much money, and he's doing so well, and the ego got to him. As I like to say, the urine got to his brain. It washed out all of his smartness. And now, what's left is a bunch of...
As I always say... You know, as they say in my home country of Turk whateverstan, is when the urine gets to your brain, like, never heard that.
The truth is that as a man,
now what's left is
what's left is a bunch of piss. The truth is that as a man, When your ego goes too big, your life goes to shit because you believe that now you own the world. And then you see them doing drugs, falling into alcohol, smoking, ruining relationships, marriages, screwing up everything because they think they own the world now. No, there's a God, he owns the world. If you're
Why did God come into this? Come on, you're all over the place. He's hitting all the point. No, he's literally going through a rubric. I'm telling you, this reads like a cheap-ass, low-effort essay that he's literally just going through the points on the rubric. Here's what you need. You need 5 points, okay? You need to include God somewhere, and it needs to be at least 1,000 words. Like, that's it. This is the most low-effort drivel, some of the most low-effort drivel I've ever watched. Like, it is incredibly low effort.
masculine leader, you don't let your ego go overboard so it doesn't go over your commitment. Because your commitment is what's going to keep you driven. That is what's going to keep you going. You will
But if you need ego, then why is it on the board and why are you downplaying it so much? You just mentioned how much you need ego and then you're like, but not too much though, but not too much. Like you need it, it's very important, it's vital even, it's crucial, but you don't need it that much. It's like, well, which is it?
never stop if you have commitment. But if your ego goes big, you will go to shit. And that is what
I thought you were going to
masculine leader
piss!
is about. And this is
See,
what
I told
the
you.
5 pillars of a masculine
Is it shit or do I turn into shit or piss? Which one does my brain turn into? My notes are all over the place right now.
leader looks like. You need to have those pillars in order for you not just to be successful.
Big pillars. Really
but for you
big,
to be a
long,
man,
hard
for
pillars.
you to have honor, for you to bring honor and dignity and respect to your family. Let me tell you guys something if you're still watching this. I'm King Azulai, and for a very long time, my whole life, people laughed at me. People said I was a nobody.
Oh my
People
god.
said I wasn't gonna make it. I proved them wrong because I stayed committed. And I proved them wrong by staying a good man. And I proved them wrong by helping today millions of people all around the world.
You didn't help me with anything!
Anybody right now.
Okay, after watching this video, what the hell am I supposed to do to get me a woman? What? How? Wait, hold on. Okay. So, like, I'm besties with the bros. We have slumber parties and pillow fights. And we assure each other that we're brothers. We're brothers for life. Okay, brothers for life. Not gay. We sit 5 feet apart in the hot tub. And all of our, like, inclinations are kept under wraps, okay? We're brothers. So we do that. And then something about ego, but not too much ego, because commitment is a thing, and trust, and also loyalty, though. Like, where does the woman come in? There was, like, so much talk about everybody around me except the women that I want to bang. What happened? Like, there used to be some effort put into this. Pickup artistry was just that. It was an art. You know? It was a sloppy art. It was disgusting, but it was an art form nonetheless, and I thought it was quite funny and enjoyable. But this was just like a mess. This is like... This comes off to me as AI dog shit. Like, it's inhuman. What happened? Like, pickup artists used to try. I've heard more intellectual convos from chimpanzees. Seriously, they sound smarter than him. He's not saying anything. He's giving you, like, the most baseline, like, word salad dog shit that I've ever heard. Do people actually buy this? 266 likes, 82 dislikes. Well, at least it's not the great ratio. Not a great ratio. Step 1 for the king. Make sure she's 15. Oh, no! Does he have allegations? Well, obviously he does, because, like, that's the first video that we saw. But 15? Oh, no. Hold on. King Azule. The dark truth about King Azule's documented crimes.
Need to be seen and need to be heard.
Okay, well, this is a 15-minute video. I need a summary. What's wrong with King Azule? From 9 days ago. Perfect. Recently, it has been exposed that the reason he was incarcerated is because he R-worded a 15-year-old girl. Oh my god. A couple days ago, he uploaded a 27-minute response video in which he claims nobody got R-worded and rather he took a light sentence because the girl's parents filed a $50 million lawsuit. That's crazy. When I started watching that video, I was willing to accept that maybe it was BS allegation. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. I would recommend watching John Bravo Films' video on this, where he goes through the court documents of the incident that's under the jail. From the sounds of it, he admitted to the wow, it just keeps getting worse. The gang rape of the 15-year-old in the police interview stage. She was beaten. That's a lot of extra that I don't need. Basically, everything that came out against him is true. Check out John Bravo's video where he goes over the court documents and the medical report. Court documents later go on to show that he had apparently a history of committing said acts to underage/intoxicated women. Dude is just a narcissistic sadist who gets off on a power dynamic. Oh my god. Which one of the points on the board do you think he was practicing when he gang raped a 15-year-old? Commitment, clearly, right? He was committed to that. Step 1, never back down even if she's 15. I need to see the people that actually agree with this. Rapist. Bravo. He's literally just... Why don't you remove these comments, man? There's only 75 of them. If you're looking at the comments and hearting the ones that agree with you, why not delete the ones that are accusing you of rape? Which, rightfully so, because you were literally found guilty, you fucking pedophile. Like, literally a pedophile. I can call him that. He is found in court to be a pedophile. That's crazy. Amazing King. I love what you're doing and the intention. You're definitely looking out for us men, and it trickles down to I could make a really dark joke. Trickles down to our kids. Just gonna leave that one sitting. By the way, can we add competence as well? Without competency, none of the pillars will stand, as we need to be competent in every single one of those pillars. We grow competence when we are true to our masculinity, brother. I take it back. He's not gay. He's just a pedophile. That's from 7 months ago, to be fair, but it's still cringe. Well, you're not getting the joke. You wouldn't get it. These are bot replies. Wait, why is this one... Oh, that's why he was strangling. That's why he was strangling Charlie Moist Critical. That's why. Because he's a pedophile rapist and Moist Critical made a video about it. I guarantee you. TikTok tough guy.
I just found the trees, but you will never be able to 2 seconds. Like, Shaolin monks don't just fight. It's so fucking good.
Belgian horses are the biggest and the strongest horses in the world.
garbage.
Each one could pull 12,000 pounds. If the two...
Okay, so I don't think that... This is from 2 months ago, so I don't think the allegations were out yet.
of of them are put together, how much weight could they pull?
Together, they're pulling 24,000 right there.
By math, if you do it right, they're pulling 24,000. When you put two alpha males, Belgian horses, together, they could pull 36,000 pounds.
Math can never calculate the potential of an alpha. Also, the AI art he uses for all of his videos is fucking mind-boggling. Yikes.
I agree.
Horrifying. But you're gonna find this hard to believe. He's wrong again. So this is actually something a lot of other influencers.
Okay, I get it. That's really funny. I thought it was because he got mad at Moist Critical for this. At least it would make sense if he were going after Moist for, sorry, that's Elon's persona again. If he were going after Moist for, like, calling him out on the rape shit. You know? Holy shit, dude. I cannot believe I watched an entire video by a pedophile rapist and did not know. I didn't know the whole time. I think I closed out of it. I did. It makes sense in hindsight. Well, there you go. The pedophile rapist has spoken. We should all definitely take his advice on how to get a woman, I guess. Because clearly he has such great taste in them. And methods of... Oh, God. I can't. Stop. Just stop the video. That's crazy work, man. Like, I was doing great right before I found that out. And I found that out and it, like, short-circuited my fucking brain. It's wild, man. Pedocon theory. Pedocon theory. I'm actually Minecrafting myself. Well, that's fun. Be careful. Even when you fall into lava, always remember that there are more diamonds to be found. Unbelievable. Sorry, I'm analyzing this guy's room here. Because I was linked here. I'll just start the video. I'll start the video. We have an interesting specimen here. So I was recommended this in the Discord server. If you would like to make video recommendations in the Discord server, you can do so by joining it, first of all, which Dubsy likes to link a QR code. Leave a QR code on the screen. If they are the ones editing this. And if there's no QR code, you can always follow the link in the description. And leave your suggestion in the Juicebox channel. Now, this guy is called Gerbert's Void. Mary showed me this guy. Or Mary showed this guy. Yeah, it looks interesting. He looks like your typical, like, high school dropout, like, never grew up type guy. I don't want to, you know what, let's not poison the waters too much. Let's just let him do the talking on his... Okay, he doesn't have a description. Okay, well, Let's let him do the talking on his video, shall we? I was linked this and told that he is doing a bit of transphobia here. I was confused. The reason I was looking at this video, like with a very confused look on my face just a minute ago before I started recording, is that he has what appears to be a pride flag hanging here. And I was like, okay, well, clearly he must be pro-LGBT, right? He also has an LGBT poster right here. If you look closer, the less egregious one is LGBT with the guns, you know. I guess these are types of guns. I wouldn't know. Oh, no. It's one is a gun. What's the L? Louisiana? I don't know what that is. What's the B supposed to... Is that beer? Okay, that's beer. And then T is... I'm not sure. Some kind of winged animal, perhaps. Liberty guns, beer, and titties. Wait, how is this Liberty? I can see the titties now, but how is this Liberty? Oh, like Lady Liberty. Okay, I see it now. I thought it was like Tennessee. Anyway. So I was looking at this flag, and I was very confused because I was like, gee, like, why does he have this flag? And then, of course, there's the skeleton sitting right here. Nothing to read into there, of course. Probably just a coincidence that that's sitting there. Imagine how deranged you have to be to decorate your room. Like, literally, this guy has made hating his entire personality. I don't even have to let him speak at all. And, like, everything behind him, it just shows me that, like, he has let the LGBT consumed his life. Which is insane work. Like, this is embarrassing, dude. You know what's behind me? Okay? Here. I don't show this very often. You know what's behind me? Lovely art. Okay? Like... shit that actual human beings, also my art, okay? Art that I make, like my work in progress Vulpix. You also can get a lovely Pokemon plush commission from me, or any plush for that matter, by DMing me on Discord or emailing me, okay? But I appreciate life, so I'm good at art. But this guy, like, has no fucking idea how to decorate his room, and so he has to do it by the things that he hates, because that's how he defines himself, apparently. That's how he's chosen to present himself to his audience, is defining himself by the groups of people that, for some reason that I don't know yet, he hates. Which is, sad. It's very sad. Anyway, I've sputtered on enough. Let's let him speak for himself.
War, death, famine, pestilence. War, death, famine, pestilence.
162,000 subscribers? How? 216,000 views.
Just another day, it won't take me out my element. Way my racks are going, I thought I was on the estrogen. Wait, that's black excellence. Iced out, I'm looking elegant.
Color me surprised that a man who decorates his room like that has absolutely no fucking idea how to be musically artistic in any, like, appreciative way.
She said I was broke, that hoe must be smoking mescaline. Made a million off the OnlyFans, we've reached decadence. Yeah, wait. They sent the towers up to heaven for the hell of it.
I'm gonna uninstall Minecraft, dude. How long does this go? Shark Through a Zero reacted to this guy years ago? How has he not fallen off by now?
That's alright, that's Gerby. He's back. Gerby is back.
I wish you wouldn't be.
I don't know if you've seen the news recently or you pay attention to what the comings and goings of the kids these days.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
There's this new thing going on where, let's say you're a guy, right? You're born a guy. You're
That's
born
me.
a little baby.
I did that.
Parts. Now what they're doing, and no one's even talking about this, but now what they're doing is you can flip the script on them, change up the tune, change up the whole vibe, using certain medical procedures.
Is anybody else getting egg vibes? Like, this is like 4chan egg vibes, right? Like, You like this strikes me like it has to be, because think about it. He's got like the fucking flags behind him and the skeleton beneath the flag. You know that he wanted to hang that flag on his wall somehow without being outed. So he's like, skeleton here, there, got it, boom, right? And he has the LGBT thing behind him, and it's like dressed up like it's supposed to be like for men. I'm telling you, 4chan egg.
You can turn into a woman if
I give him a couple
or
years.
If you were a woman, you could turn into a guy.
Maybe transitioning could have saved her.
You could just totally, like kind of like an RPG character selection screen, you could change your gender. They call them transgender because you're transitioning from the... Now, I don't hate these people. I harbor no...
Dog, you have a skeleton sitting underneath of the fucking flag. Yeah, you hate them.
In my heart towards these people. A lot of them seem pretty chill.
They're such pussies, man. They can't just they have to like signal it. You know? I can't say that I hate them. You know, I can't I won't say that. But what I will do is put a skeleton underneath of a pride flag. That doesn't mean that I hate them. That's just like a decoration thing, you know?
They seem to be pretty good at using a digital audio workstation. In my observation, don't know what it is. I'm listening to Spotify, some mix. I hear a new song. I'm like, wow, did a chick really cook this up in Ableton? And I just investigate a little further, and there's always more to the story. By the way.
So wait, that means you liked a song that a trans woman wrote, right? That's what you're implying. You liked a song that a trans woman wrote. It is fine to admit that. You can just say that.
I have no hatred for these people. But I have noticed.
He isn't an egg. He's the pass around Twink Bottom at the Klan rally. That's a pretty nasty read, Laura.
A strange and sinister pattern emerge.
Not wrong, though.
I have eyes. I have ears. I have observed something. A connection. Possibly a strong correlation.
You know what you don't have? Very much facial hair. I can see he's trying. My boy's trying a little bit here. You can see the stubble. Some tea might help you if you get your levels checked. It helped me.
Between gooning
Little
and
peach fuzz.
transitioning. Upon noticing this connection, I've seen it to be pretty strong. Enough for me to put forward that...
Wait! That's his bed! That's his bed. Look. That's his bed. My man is in his bedroom. He wakes up and sees the fucking pride flag every day. He wakes up to the pride flag. That's insane work, man. I thought this was like some other room in the house. Like he decorated like a computer room. My man is in his fucking cave right now. And that's his parents' basement. Wherever it is, he's sleeping there. That's clinically insane, brother.
Is known as gender dysphoria, is something, a neurosis, that is developed and crystallized in people with a pornography addiction.
Yeah. My man studied the DSM-5, it seems. Ah, very good, sir. Very good, Dr. What's his name again? Dr. Gerbert? Dr. Gerbert? Please, go on.
These two things are strongly correlated. Now, something to note is that there are a lot more, I think multiple times more, way more male to female trans people than there are female to male.
That's not even true, man. The only reason you think that's true, you have nothing to back that up, mind you. The only reason you think that's true is because that's your focus. Okay? Like, it's much easier to hate on people who transition from male to female because we are a misogynistic society. And so in your feeble-minded brain, when a person quote unquote goes from being a man to being a woman, they're feminizing themselves. They're lowering themselves to a lower status in your mind. Okay? And so you pay attention to them more because it's much easier to shit on them and call them pedophiles and say that they're like fetishists and whatever, like because you're stupid, because your IQ is like below room temperature. That's why.
And in
But there are
this
plenty of
case,
trans men.
I'm mostly talking about the former. It might
I know you
apply
are.
both ways, but
It's really hard to talk about trans men for these dumbasses because it completely shatters most of their narratives.
I have experience. Like, I know people. I see a lot more male to female. And also,
I bet he
spent
does.
a good chunk of my
I'll bet his search history is full of that shit.
teen years on the old hub where men like to beat off. I've never really sat down and read one of these female goon smut novels. I would probably rather shin kick a fire hydrant. The way they interact with adult content is quite different. So I'm mostly talking about male to female trans people.
What is wrong?
Which are the majority. Now,
what is wrong with the way he's talking? Like is he proper drunk? Like, don't get me wrong, I've been drunk on stream before, you know, like, I get it, but, like, this is a pre-edited video. He did not have to be sloshed for this, you know? I guess if you want to be technical, I don't have to be sloshed for my segments, and I'm not anymore, but, you know, like, like, what is this?
Don't be obtuse and
Is he reading a script? He's absolutely reading a script, yes.
misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not saying every
look
guy
at his
that
eyes.
beats off is going on to start flipping the script on him. What I am saying is that if you're really about that goon life, it's one of several paths that you can take. One of them is the femboy road. Other examples of roads, the cuck road, the furry...
He's really sat down and mapped this out, hasn't he, man? What an interesting man.
Road.
Quote unquote man.
The pedophile road, the anime road. Some of these roads are worse
all
than
things
others.
I
I'm not
personally, this man's
equivocating them
personally
all.
considered.
There are
for sure.
levels to this goon shit.
Oh, I'm not equivocating these. Don't worry. We're just putting them in the same fucking sentence.
You have to understand. There's a goon hierarchy. And Nietzsche talked about this, you know? It's like the dragon is the serpent. The dragon of chaos.
I was about to ask why he turned into Jordan Peterson, and that's why.
And it goes to the top
Fair enough.
of the dominance hierarchy. And only the real gooners. The bottom of the goon.
But, like, just commit to the fucking... Like, why do you gotta look down like you're ashamed of doing this fucking voice? Put your chest up, okay? And commit to the voice like a real man. Like you're tackling the dragon of chaos. You know? Even if you can't do it well, at least you have to commit. Like, why do you look like you're embarrassed, man? You're a pussy. Look at this body. Okay, listen, I hate doing armchair body language, but I'm gonna do armchair body language. Sorry. Like, this is giving femme energy, dude. Like, you are giving submissive and feminine energy.
It's hierarchy. And only the real gooners. Bottom of the goon hierarchy, you have just basic beaters. You know, the basic beaters, they might whack off every once in a while, a few times a week, once a week, something like that. They're just on Instagram. They see something that gets them going, some reels, some still image of some model or some OnlyFans girl doing a little dance to promote her OnlyFans, but they don't actually sign up to OnlyFans. They just beat off to the little TikTok. You know what I'm saying? You keep going up the pyramid.
I've never heard of anybody beating off to a TikTok before. I'm sure it's happened, but, like, that's not a thing. Like, you might get horny from a TikTok of, like, some hot chick, but then, like, you immediately go and find real smut to jerk off to. That's the natural next step is, well, gee, now I'm horny. Now I got to go look at tits or ass or both. Like, or dick, I guess, in some people's cases, possibly yours.
In frequency and intensity and perversity of the content consumed. So you go up, you got guys that go on the hub and they're just looking at the homepage. They find one they like. Then you got guys, they're doing it more often. They're looking for specific things. You got the hente, the manhwa type fellas. They're into the drawings because they can be more cartoonish.
I feel like he purposefully mispronounced that. No, I'm sorry. You tipped your hand, buddy.
And
thou doth protest too much. He absolutely looks at hentai.
And the act and everything. You got guys looking for specific stuff. Then you got the real gooners. Because gooning, as I've found out, I used to just use it interchangeably with whacking off. Gooning technically, and Nietzsche talked about this, gooning is closer to edging, if we're going to use the term technically. So it's whacking it, it's going off to the edge, but you're not finishing.
I don't understand the difference between gooning and edging. Is gooning just like the Zoomer term for edging? I never got that. When I say gooner, what I mean is some dude who like is horny a lot. Like like if you call yourself a gooner, that just means I jerk it a lot. In my head. Like, is there a difference? He seems like a turkey Tom orbiter. I mean, whoever he orbits, it's, you know, not a good influence. I think gooning is perpetual edging. Oh, so like you never finish. So the connotation of gooning is, the definition would be edging without actually finishing. Like it's an eternal edge. Actually, that's a cooler way of putting it. I'm going to call it eternal edging for myself. I'm not a gooner, I'm an eternal edger.
You know, the basic beaters, they just whack off for a few minutes, they're done. Boom bap.
A few minutes?
The real gooners, and this is how you really...
Takes me at least 10 to get that engine revving. Unless I'm like, yeah, unless it's been a few days. Then, you know, maybe.
Fry your brain. You know. Where you extend
it varies.
For
I won't get
long
into
periods
details.
of time and you're gooning. This is how you really open the portal to the lower realms of clip hop. What I am positing is that if you go up a few rungs on the goonarchy, you look at this group of guys that are there. Transgenderism is probably...
Oh, wait, I forgot that's what this video is about. I literally forgot. I forgot this video is about hating trans people. That's crazy.
Proportionally overrepresented in this group by a factor of 20 to 25 times as much. Where's your source for that, man? I guarantee you that like more cis men regularly look at porn than trans women do. I would bet money on that. And also, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care if every trans woman looks at porn. Whatever. Like, that's their own business. I look at porn. I look at weird porn. All right? Like, who cares? Beat off to whatever jerks your fancy, man. Like, just... Have you ever considered just coming guilt-free? Or do you need that to get off? That's what it is. He needs to feel guilty for getting off. And if he drops the shtick here, then the guilt is gone. And he can no longer come because he longer has shame in it. Like, he needs the shame is a crucial element for him. Estimations and calculations. Now, there's no extensive research. The cool part is watching porn with your partner. I'll be honest, I've never done that. Might be something fun to try to dip our toes into. But, like, I don't know. Like, Katie and I have very different tastes about this. Because research... Don't need porn god Alec. TMI. ...requires funding. But thank you. And... this would be a politically abrasive and... Research does not require funding. You can do your own research by literally Google searching. Like, as long as you know which sources you're pulling up and getting reliable ones. The thesis to test. This is just an inference. If you want to see the... Why do you need to know? Scans on pornography addiction, I've made a bunch of videos on this, but you could just go to yourbrainonporn.com. I might throw up screenshots of studies or some sources if I care. That's a weird way of... I might throw up. Enough to. I'm probably talking to my echo chamber anyways. This is not like an academic channel. This is my rant channel. So we'll see. Whatever. I can say for myself, my own consumption went way down after transitioning. Which way did you transition? Are you trans femme or trans mask? I'm curious because... my understanding is that if you're trans mask and you get on T, that makes you more horny. And if you're trans femme and you get on E, that makes you like, I don't want to say more emotional, but like more susceptible to emotions when you feel them. Like they're stronger. Like you don't get emotional more often. It's just that when you are emotional, femme, gotcha. It's just that when you are emotional, it feels like it hits harder. Is that correct? Can any trans femmes like Jordan or, you know, Queen Laura or whoever confirm this? It's not. It's going to be different for everybody, but hashtag girl horny. Very good. There's no studies about it, but there's studies that could point to it. I've been affirmed in that. You can draw inferences from them. In my mind, this connection is clear. I see it plain as day. Thank you, Hot Take Andy. So exactly. The question to... Hot Take Andy is the resident trans mask. Ask is why. Here's an email I got. Horrific porn addiction led me to meeting a transgender for sex. Well, you've piqued my interest with this one. I'll
Meeting
tell you
a
that
transgender.
much. The crazy part is, in the duration of me having these channels, I've probably seen this scenario through...
Wait, somebody sent this email to him. Somebody was like... Somebody watched this man and was like, I have to tell him. I have to tell him about my porn addiction. Oh, wait. Oh my God. This is insane. This is actual mental illness. I'm not kidding. Like, I would never, unless you're like a hold on. I know he's going to read it, but I want to read it myself. I'll read what I can. Ever since I was 11, I've been meeting my meat hardcore. Thank you for that. You know, the usual when I was around 6. You know, the usual. When I was around 16, I did NoFap successfully for about half a year. Then life happened, stress happened, and I started whacking it. This went on for a while, and I started having to master biat to weird-ass shit just so I could nut. Nothing immoral, just weird. One of these big transgender she-male something, right-wing to femboy something pipeline. Porn stars? I don't know. Is something. Decided that it would be fun to fuck one of them in real life, I guess. To sex one of them. After my gay mate showed me how easy it is to get fuck on Grindr, I guess. To get coochie. So long story short, it is very easy on Grindr, I must say. Like, if you're just looking for a quick lay, then you don't really mind like weirdos. Grindr is definitely the place to go. So long story short, I find this relatively attractive transgender, message her, and within 20 minutes I'm at her hotel room. Well, at least he's gendering her properly. That's nice. We start fucking, but my dick doesn't work because I've just realized where I am and what I'm doing. Oh no! He had performance anxiety. Oh no, no. I've had performance anxiety too. Like, I've had 2 girls on me at once and I literally couldn't finish. I was just too anxious. It happens. It happens to the best of us. I'm also very bad at saying no/leaving, so I do not leave at this point. Oh my God. Wait, what? Like, this is a problem, man. You got to work on yourself. You have to set boundaries. Like, if you're uncomfortable, you got to go. What the fuck? She just gives me slops. Demon slops. What is a demon slop? Is that just, what does that mean? She's just like going at it hardcore, like really slurping on it? As I sit there glancing at the wall, deepening life. I even touched her dick and sucked it. As I have seen that on, I'm assuming porn, and assumed I'd like it. Okay? Experimentation's fine. Now, after this experience, I've came to the conclusion that I am not into transgenders. I feel disgusted by the whole thing, and it is a result of prolonged porn addiction as a child and a lack of self-awareness. That's not the porn's fault, brother. You tried something and didn't like it. There's nothing wrong with that, but my God, you have to, like, learn. This is, okay, you want to know what the real problem with this man is, okay? You have got to learn how to fucking set boundaries and understand your limits. Okay, this is a skill issue. Straight up. What the fuck, man? This is real, and all of this happened, and you know what his takeaway was? I hate transgender people. That's insane work, man. And also, like, porn addiction is a thing. Actually, I don't even know if he hates transgender people. He's just talking about his porn addiction. But the guy he's, like, sending this to definitely hates trans people. As a child, okay, porn addiction as a child and lack of self-awareness or control. This was about 6 months ago, and it's only just hit me properly now. Yeah, you know, I'm not even going to fault him for that part. Sometimes trauma works that way. Despite what I've said, I am straight. I have no attraction to men, masculinity, or anything like that. I am only attracted to women. Therefore, I feel a huge amount of shame and guilt for what I've done. But why? That's so pointless, though. I need to talk to this guy. I just want to talk. Like, what the fuck? Like, I almost feel bad for him. My man, you need therapy. Bad. Porn addiction led to me, a straight man, to have a penis inside my mouth. And you didn't like it. And so, you know what? That makes you straighter than most straight men, because at least you tried it and decided that you didn't like dick in your mouth. I haven't done that. Like, I don't know. Maybe I would like it if I tried it. I'm just saying. I am not insecure about my sexuality. I know what I like. I am, however, disgusted with myself for letting addiction take me this far. You are absolutely insecure about your sexuality. Let's be real. You say you're not, but you have to reassure everybody, no, I'm straight. I swear I'm straight. No, you don't understand. I am a straight man. I am not one of those fucking queers. Okay? I'm straight, and I don't like dick in my mouth, even though I did put dick in my mouth. Like, no, that's the wrong way to go. Maybe if you sat down and introspected a little bit, you would say, you know what? Maybe I am straight, romantically. Like, I like women, okay? And sometimes I like it when those women have dicks, and that's straight to me, and that's fine. Or maybe you might decide, you know what? Actually, I'm bisexual, okay? I've decided that makes the most sense to me because I like dick, and dick is usually on guys, so I'm bisexual. Like, okay, fine. Like, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? That's my point. I have discussed it with myself for letting addiction take me this far and make me go against who I am as a person. It causes me grief and anxiety just thinking about it. I have not told one soul about this until now. What do you think about this? Can I ever get over this? My man, you need therapy. Wait, do I have an obligation to inform romantic partners about this? Did the porn do 9/11? Okay, so are you traumatized or not? Why are we joking now? Is it gay to have sex with your... Okay, is this a troll? Is this guy trolling? I feel like this is too much for a troll. A troll would not come up with this. No. A troll would not come up with this. Is too elaborate. It's too high effort to be a troll. Thanks, Gerby. Bless me with your unlimited wisdom, and everyone watching, when a black woman is talking, you listen and learn. Okay, got to get a little racism in there at the end.
Confessions, emails, DMs, all of it, several times. Guys have sent me this, trying to confide in me this scenario.
How many men is this happening to? What? Maybe it is a troll. There's no way, right? There's no way that he's like getting this email on the regular. No, I refuse to believe that.
And they can't, I believe them. But that's just a little nitpick. I'm going to have to leave the internet. It's really damaging. Anyways,
You're right, it is. You should get off permanently, actually. In fact, delete the channel while you're at it.
Ever since I was 11, I've been beating my meat hardcore.
What's up?
Ravana rated with 59 people. Thank you so much. That's one digit off from the sex number. Ravana and the Ravites, thank you very much for being here. We are watching this weirdo talk about porn addiction and how it leads to, I guess, sucking off trans people and then regretting it later or something. Good stuff. If you're in my chat and you don't follow Ravana on twitch.tv, go follow Ravana on twitch.tv.
True. You know, the
Love
usual. When I was around 16, I did NoFap successfully for about half a year. Then life happened, stress happened, and I started whacking it again. This went on for a while, and I started having to masturbate to weird stuff just so I could nothing immoral, just weird. One of these being transgender she-male. In parentheses, right-wing to femboy pipeline is real. See, emails like this, it's just... I like seeing these. I need more of these because there's just so much to think about here. Wow.
Why do you like seeing these?
This should be studied. Nietzsche talked about this. Anyway, so I was probably jerking it to this stuff for about a year until one day I decided it would be fun to meet one of them in real life. After my gay mate...
Nobody send this man tons of stories of maybe fake experiences with trans people. Actually, don't. Don't do it unless, like... Honestly, don't. Just don't. I'm gonna say don't. DNI. Do not interact. Don't do it.
Showed me how easy
He's not worth
is
it. You're just gonna feed him content, so don't do it.
to get sex on Grindr. So long story short, yeah, please keep it short. I find this relatively attractive transgender. Message her, and within 20 minutes, I'm in her hotel room. It's that easy, folks. We start, okay, you know what? At second thought, I'm not going to read this shit. Oh, get me.
What? You're such a fucking pussy, dude. You can't read about somebody's intimate experience that they're asking you for help with? Like, let's take this seriously for a second and say that he believes it. So let's get into his brain. He believes that this guy is coming to him for help. And this is his response. I can't read this shit. Like, what? Okay, like, that's weird. That's weird.
Off, dude. I know, man. I don't. I'm not going to read it. You get it, okay? You get the gist.
Are you fucking pussy?
It's a tale as old as time, really.
No, it's not. This is so abnormal. Why are you trying to act like this is a normal thing that happens? No, it's not. Okay? It is not normal to land a sex date with a transgender woman, suck her off, and then feel guilty about it. Okay? Like, that's not normal. Like, it's fine to find a transgender woman that you think is attractive and then suck her off. There's nothing wrong with that part. The abnormal part is feeling guilty about it. Why do you feel guilty? You tried something and you didn't like it. Or maybe you did like it and you just feel guilty for liking it. Which is also a problem that you should seek therapy for.
Stories like this.
That's more likely in my head.
Stories, fairy tales before we went to bed. And Nietzsche talked about this, but a famous example...
Who's Nietzsche? I don't know who that is or care.
Chris Tyson of Mr. Beast fame. This man was a well-documented, high-level goon warlock. But then all of a sudden...
Every time he tries to make a joke, he, like, chokes up... warlock. And then he, like, cuts like it's funny.
Out of the blue, he did the maneuver. He flipped the script on him. Now he's a shouty. Many such cases. What this exhibits is...
Wait, he did the maneuver, he did the... What are you talking about?
He did the maneuver. He flipped the script on him. Now he's a shouty. Many such cases. With this exhibit...
Oh, I'm confused because he's talking about the transgender woman. He, like, even your fan properly gendered the trans woman. That's why I don't think it's a troll, by the way.
Exhibits is the addiction cycle. Sensitization and desensitization.
But, like, the trans woman in this scenario did nothing wrong. What did the... Please spell out for me what the trans woman in this scenario did wrong. I'm misunderstanding. Anybody? Isn't Nietzsche a sexologist from the 1800s? I have no idea, and I don't care. If he believes stuff that Nietzsche talked about, then Nietzsche was probably a piece of shit.
So you start whacking up. You climb the hierarchy, and the content you pursue as your brain becomes desensitized and fried, especially if you're gooning and not basic beating, you need to pursue more and more novel content. So there's a whole branching web of different...
Trans women are not a novel subject. Like, it's not novel to whack it to a trans woman. I've whacked it to trans women. Some of them are really hot, you know? Like, that's not novel. They're just fucking people, man. And a lot of them... You know, there is unfortunately like subsections of like she-male, you know, like on the trans or on the porn websites, whatever. But like I hate this idea that like it's a novel concept to jerk it to somebody who happens to have both tits and a dick, you know, like it's not that novel. They're all sex parts. You're still jerking it to sexual things. Like inherently sexual, like somebody's natural fucking body, you know, like that's still... I don't understand why you're calling it novel or degenerate or whatever. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Different fetishes and things you need to get into.
Apparently trans people are just too sexy for men. That's a good point, Moody. Let's break down what he's saying here. The more that you goon, the closer you... Each gooning session brings you closer and closer to gooning it to trans women. Trans women are the natural end result of gooning. They are the boss level of gooning, if you will. They are like the shining beacon that looks down upon the gooners and says, "You will reach me if only you try hard enough, oh gooner." And then, if you're real lucky, you'll get to meet one, right? You'll get to meet one of these fabled trans women and suck her off. I don't know. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me, boss. Like, what are you talking about? You're telling me that I'm going to enjoy jerking it to trans women? Like this is the trajectory that men get on, like, just naturally? Well, then, gee, it sure does sound like men like sucking the dicks of trans women. An awful lot. What's your argument here?
To get off. And I've seen it many times.
See?
Whether it be my experience on these
He's
channels,
like, dude, this happens all the time.
Emails with famous people. I've even had a little brush of it with people I know. Also seen, I just remembered this clip. This would go well here. So the comedian Matt McCusker. This is a Joe Rogan clip. Let's see here.
No, it's not. It's weak, dude. You got nice willpower.
But you quit selling drugs and you quit watching porn. You have good willpower.
You have great willpower.
That took a while. And also took some bad events.
I'm going to unfull screen this because Joe Rogan is... unfortunately pretty famous for copywriting.
Yeah, but you did quit. That's
True.
what willpower is about.
True. Also, he's discussed what type of porn he's into.
What kind?
I was just saying everything, brother. I went down some dark alleys. What's the T's, brother. The T's.
The T1000.
What's that? What are you talking about?
T's.
What's the Terminator T1000?
Yeah.
He ran into some T1000s.
The boys and the girls. When the boys become girls.
When the boys become girls, then the boys...
Just say that you...
That could be
What is wrong with these fucking failed men? Just say that you're into trans women. That's fine. Like, whatever. I like women who have dicks. I like big-ass schlongs on my ladies, okay? I like looking at tits jiggling at the same time that their shaft is throbbing. What's wrong with that? Just embrace it, man. Just own it. You will be so much happier.
Yeah, shoot.
Joe, I'll tell you, it is. You know, talking about super normal stimuli, dude. That's why I'm so passionate about that. It's like your brain, you need like the edge. And this was my problem with it. I'd go to like something a little bit more kind of out there, and then you finally you land on those shores, and you go, my God.
So that's what it is. It's desensitization, which causes your brain to seek novel stimulus.
Didn't old Joe Rogan used to take growth hormones? Yeah, he's not even quiet about that. He was on T. He was on steroids. Yeah, of course.
Now, in this case,
it's fine when cis people do it.
Beating off to it. But first, you beat off to him, then you join him. That's what my grandfather always said. I would put forth that...
Okay, so this guy, by his logic, and I've jerked it to trans women, mind you, and I would fuck a trans woman, okay? I'd even jerk her off, maybe, if she asked nicely, all right? I'm not even into dick that much, but who knows, right? Like, I've looked at trans porn before, and I'm not trans. In fact... I've tried dressing up as a woman before. I don't like it that much. It's whatever. I don't hate it. It's just like not my thing. I don't like the makeup. I don't like the dresses. It's not for me. Okay? You, on the other hand, are so pussy that you won't even explore yourself. All right? You're too scared. You're too bitch. Try it. See if you like it. Enjoy your fucking life. You're only on this planet once. Why would you deprive yourself of that? Jesus fucking Christ, these men, man. These pathetic excuses for men. Who watches this guy?
Especially in the last 10 years, a majority of the male to female trans people prior to transition...
Wait, did he talk about jerking off with his grandpappy? Wait.
But first,
I missed it.
You beat off to him, then you join him. That's what my grandfather always said. I would put forth...
Okay, I'm going to take that one as a joke, but also a weird thing to say.
That especially in the last 10 years, a majority of the male to female trans people prior to transitioning watched trans pornography and enjoyed it and utilized it. So that's
just not how that works, man. Like, again, most of the people who watch and enjoy trans porn, I bet you mundo dollary dues, are cis men. Cis men. Not even the guy in the email said that he was thinking about transitioning, mind you. So that completely undermines your point. The guy on the Joe Rogan clip never considered transitioning. Like, what is this? Where is this coming from? You're just afraid of it. I'm telling you guys, this is egg energy. Transitioning could save her.
First reason why I think is desensitization and seeking novel stimuli, which can lead you down this path.
He's afraid of He's like afraid of being trans.
Is trauma. The people I know that have transitioned had a rough go of it in their childhood, in their home life, something happened, you know, I do not have resentment for these people. I find it tragic.
Yes, you do, dude. You literally have a skeleton. Okay, yeah, sure you don't. Sure you don't,
traumas happening young, or lack of certain figures.
We're not constantly being reminded of how much you definitely don't hate trans people or anything.
Could create gender dysphoria, and what needs to be understood about pornography is that it's rape.
What? 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 That's crazy. That might be the most insane thing that has been said this entire video. What? Pornography is rape? Who watches this? No. No, that's not even remotely, no. You consent to watching pornography, and the people in porn, hopefully, have consented to being in it. And if they haven't, it's a crime, of course. But if you're watching porn, the assumption is that the people you're watching have consented to everything happening in the video. Otherwise, it's not porn, it's abuse content, right? So, for all intents and purposes, porn is, like, all parties consent. Saying porn is rape apology. That's what I'm getting at. Like, he's saying that an activity in which all parties consent is rape. And he's comparing that to, like, you know, actual fucking rape. Jesus Christ, man.
A lot of people might not be ready for this conversation, but it is what it is.
Oh my God, you're such a fucking liberal, dude.
You start beating off.
You're not ready for this conversation.
Sometimes when you're prepubescent, when you're barely pubescent, when you're
Unlike
11,
him.
12 years old, to hardcore pornography that's readily available, shoved in your
post-pubescent
face,
as fuck.
just 2 clicks away when you're curious and it's there and there's nothing preventing you, unless you had parents who really cracked down on it, or, you know, you didn't have access to the internet. When you get exposed to that stuff at that young an age, do not get it twisted, you've been raped.
No, that's not how that works. You accessed porn when you were not supposed to at a young age. That's not being raped, sorry. Like, yeah, technically kids can't consent to seeing that kind of stuff. I understand. But children access... The problem of children being able to access porn super easily, that's not the same as children being raped. It's simply not. And if you think that it is, your brain is busted, dude. Okay? No. Children are going to access porn at some point. That is a fact. Okay? No matter how much you try to keep them from it, teenagers are horny little bitches, dude. They're horny. Okay? I was a horny little teenager. The guy who was in his emails stated that he was a horny little teenager, okay? And he looked up tits and found them. And then he found more porn and more porn. And we can talk about the problem of how easy it is for children to access porn, because they should not be accessing it. It's not healthy. Not at that age. Okay? But they're going to. So the best thing that we can do for them is to teach them responsible use, right? Like, listen, I understand you have urges, but, you know, it's not something that's that good for your brain if you do it all the time, and you shouldn't be looking at that until you're of age, okay? Like, that's all you can really do. But dude, I'm sorry. That's literally pedophilia apologia. You are a pedophile apologist.
That's what it is. I'm not joking about it. Yeah. So this kind of stuff, you're exposed to it young, it can develop all sorts of problems, really. That's why it's sad, you know, when people have if people have a broken home life and then...
Unlike this guy, who is perfectly well-adjusted and reasonable.
They're exposed to this stuff when they're very young.
Man sleeps with a fucking skeleton in his room, sitting underneath of a pride flag.
Turns into this.
Very normal.
Go down these paths. I mean, the whole experience and getting addicted to it, as you develop, is traumatic. But there are also certain instances where you can be traumatized by things you see, and it could not be that bad. It could be bad. I mean, the way these things work is complicated, but. I remember getting a little traumatized by just a video that was on YouTube, and I'm sure other people around my age bracket know this video and share this experience, kind of born in the first half of the 2000s. It's like kind of an anime aesthetic. These kids are sneaking into this pool. It has this like aquatic, haunting sort of electronic song. And they sneak into the pool, and then things go awry. Let's just put it that way.
Wait, what is he talking about? Hold on, I gotta go back. I'm sorry.
Traumatized by just a video that was on YouTube. And I'm sure other people around my age bracket know this video and share this experience. Kind of born in the first half of the 2000s. It's like kind of an anime aesthetic. These kids are sneaking into this pool. It has this like aquatic, haunting sort of electronic song.
I've never
and
heard
they
of this
sneak into the
video.
pool, and then things go awry. Let's just put it that way. And I saw that when I was very young, and it just...
Is he trauma dumping right now? Is he literally saying I was raped as a child because I saw porn once? Dog, seek help, dude. You are deranged. You are not mentally well. You're not. He's literally like, I saw porn once as a child and that was rape, guys. That's the same thing as being raped. Seek help, dude. Men would literally rather claim that they were raped as children than seek therapy. And, you know, they may have well been raped as children. That does happen. I'm not saying it doesn't. But, like, what he's describing is not that. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
And so it was just, like, so gross and fucked up. And I'm like, oh, God.
Dude is talking about a Lovecraftian video on YouTube. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that it was, like, pornography, okay? Like, I'm sorry it happens. Like, yeah. Sometimes kids see shit they're not supposed to. Get over it.
Yeah, really, it messed me up, man. So you have desensitization, you have trauma.
Yeah, I can tell.
The next thing I would say, the third reason there is this connection.
Wait! That's a Bengals pillow! My man's in Cincinnati! That's a fucking... That's a Bengals pillow or blanket or whatever. That's Bengals. Oh, no, brother. You got to get out of my fucking state. No, please. Hell no. Hell no. I cannot believe that I share even close to the same oxygen as this mouth breather. What the fuck? I think not, sir. Holy shit.
Between adult content and transitioning is the general neuroticism that comes from chronic pornography usage. So I'm referring to...
What is going on with Ohio, man? How the fuck do we churn people like this out? That's crazy.
Things like increased amygdala volume, which would cause higher anxiety, higher fear, reduced gray matter in the reward circuitry, short-circuiting your...
At some point in this video, he dropped the shtick. Like, he's literally trauma dumping right now. When did that happen? Like he was like at the beginning. Look at the change here. Look at the beginning. He's like got this cool guy. Like, I'm funny. I'm edgy. Look at me. Like this dopey-eyed express. And then like at the end here, we got like.
Oh God.
Like, look at him.
Yeah, really, it messed me up, man. So you have desensitization. You have trauma. The next thing I would say, the third reason there is this connection.
He's trauma dumping.
Between adult content and transitioning is the general neuroticism.
Spit it out!
That comes from chronic pornography usage. So I'm referring to things like...
Figure out the words that you want to say and then say them. And have a little bit of emotion while you do so if you can, okay? Like, you've been monotone this entire time. Who the fuck watches him? What loser audience? If he's this bad, I don't want to fucking know what his Discord server smells like. Jesus Christ.
Increased amygdala volume, which would cause higher anxiety, higher fear, reduced gray matter in the reward circuitry, short-circuiting your dopamine pathways. As I've explained before, it's not so much that you're losing dopamine or you're running out of dopamine. It has to do with the pathways the dopamine takes.
The doctor's in.
So
the professional
it favors
is in.
one pathway over the other. There's the mesolimbic and the mesocortical. One is much faster. Immediate gratification, whatever. I've talked about this before. The general neuroticism that comes from this addiction. It leads to anxiety. It leads to depression, lack of motivation. It leaves you vulnerable.
Yes, you can become addicted to porn. We've established that. You can become addicted to like any behavior. You can become addicted to eating. You ever seen My Strange Addiction? There's some weird ones out there, okay? This is not exclusively a porn thing. If you're actually worried about people's addictions, how about gambling? How about alcohol? Those are two really bad ones. And they're way fucking worse for you than a porn addiction. Sorry, they are. A porn addiction, yeah, it's shitty. It's an addiction. You can waste hours just jerking it in front of the computer and then like never actually living your fucking life. I recognize that, okay? That happens. But it's not very often, first of all. Second of all, you can have a healthy relationship with porn, all right? Just like you can with alcohol and weed and gambling, frankly. But it's much less healthy to have, it's much less likely to have a healthy addiction to any of those things than to porn. Those are recognized DSM-5 addictions, which I do think porn should be in there, for the record. But, like, there's a reason it's currently not. It's just not as common or as bad.
Vulnerable to anything. And you'll seek answers. You'll seek ways to...
I just joined and I already disagree with me. I have a graduate level education in family therapy and I have no clue what this dude is rambling about. Oh, you disagree with him, okay.
Fix it. You know, these people are struggling. They have a high rate of self-harm. This may have been true before and after the transition. And they're left vulnerable.
But the self-harm is not from porn addiction. No, the self-harm is because they've been abused both by their family members and by society for being trans. I love this, man. I love it when people bring up the self-harming rates of trans people and never acknowledge why the fuck they're self-harming. They ain't doing it for funsies, man. Okay? There's a reason for it. It's because dicks like you exist and put skeletons underneath of trans flags. That's insane work. Look at how much he cares. Look at how much he cares about trans people and their plight and wants to reduce the number of trans people who self-harm. Meanwhile, in the background here, literally in your fucking... Where you sleep, dude. Where you sleep. Dude, that's gotta... I'm not a spiritual person, but that has got to fuck up your dreams somehow. You know what I mean? Like, that is negative juju right there. That's negative energy. That's like bad vibes being streamlined directly into your frontal cortex. No. How about you start by taking that shit down? You can leave up the stupid other one. Get rid of the skeleton, and then you'll be beautiful.
Vulnerable. They might seek psychotherapy, and you can go down a rabbit hole. They're taking all these drugs. You know what I'm saying? The works. So that's those are the three main reasons I could think of right now: desensitization, trauma, and the general other associated brain changes of pornography addiction, the general neurosis.
That rolls right off the tongue. Desensitization, trauma, and the general other blah-de-blah-de-blah.
It comes from it. Depression and anxiety.
Very well thought out.
And things of that nature.
Very concise.
So that's what it is. I wish I was wrong. Maybe I am wrong. If you disagree,
you're definitely right, man.
I'm an impressionable guy. You could change.
Why would you say maybe I am wrong? You just like sat down and gave us like all these big boy words. Like, what are you talking about? Commit. Can you say fucking anything with your chest, man? Grow some fucking balls on your dick. Come on, let's go.
Change my mind. When sexual immorality is
Speak
rampant,
up.
Something like pornography.
This man has a fatherless energy. You know how I know? He doesn't project his voice. He's very flimsy. Right? He his shoulders go. When he did his Jordan Peterson, his shoulders went and he's like, ooh, prerogative cast. Like, just be confident, man. Where's your dad? Where is this man's father? I want to speak to him.
People become governed by their desires, their lustful desires, and they become very predictable. And they entrench themselves
He's off
in
script.
these sexual identities. And this is true of all identities, but something about the nature of these sexual identities.
Dog, not only have you entrenched yourself in an identity, like you have entrenched yourself in hating the sexual identity. I hate to keep coming back to this. I can't ignore it. I can't ignore it that you have this in your fucking bedroom. That is mental illness, brother. That's a problem. It's not even like offensive. Oh, I'm so offended. No, like seek help, man. That's not normal. Not even like the most bigoted fucking people have this. You know what bigots have? People I despise, mind you, okay? I don't like them. But you know what they have in their background? Like bald eagles. American flags. Maybe even a Confederate flag. Jeez. The fucking, like the Statue of Liberty. That one's not as popular because it represents immigration and people like conservatives hate that. But like, something. Matt Walsh has like a baby doll of himself, which is really fucking weird also. But like, it's not this. You know what I mean? Like, this is next level.
Identities. People will defend them.
And in your bedroom.
With their lives. It's especially touchy. And I suppose something like that has happened.
His father left when he realized what a disappointment his son is. Oh no, my boy's become a bitch. Sorry guys, gotta go grab some milk for the next 20 years. Later.
Maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong.
Maybe the side family will work out better. Who knows?
I might. Look, man, I might flip the script on him.
Stop saying like maybe I'm wrong. Wait, hold on. Whoa, hold on.
I might. Look, man, I might flip the script on him.
Egg. Clock it. Transitioning will save her.
Could be a vibe. You know?
He's literally sitting here right now fantasizing how he's like, what he'd be like as a woman. No shot.
I wonder if I'd be pretty. Would I be pretty? Would I be bad? I don't know. I feel like I might be pretty bad. I feel like I might be pretty bad, little shot.
It's not subtle. It's not even subtle.
I've been recording too long, huh? Give me that.
Oh my god. This is unwell behaved. I'm losing my mind. I was joking. I was like half joking. But I am fully serious now. This is egg behavior. This is 4chan egg behavior. Yes, he's doing a voice!
I feel like I might be pretty bad, little shawty. I've been recording too long.
He's literally... No. This is crazy. No. That's insane. Okay, let's give him... I'm going to give him as much charitability as I possibly can muster right now. Let's say that, like, he's doing a bit, right? Like he thinks he's doing. This is not the way to do the bit, man. When Steven Crowder did the bit, like, when Steven Crowder did the bit, people got on him. I don't think that Steven Crowder is trans. Maybe gender non-conforming if you really explored it, but I don't think Steven Crowder is trans. He does not give me that energy. This is... I feel like it's undeniable, right? Let's not say that here, Mischief. I don't like that word. Imagine being poor, lives in mom and dad's house, computers in his room, no office, knock off $200 streamer chair. Yeah, I don't know. It's not about that. I get what you're trying to do, but I prefer to go after their masculinity rather than their finances, unless they're specifically trying to act like they're rich or whatever. Maybe he's a femboy or a furry. No, I'm sorry. No. If he were like a closet furry, this video would be about furry porn. And then he would be like, maybe I'd be a furry. Maybe I'd be like a, like a little doggy. Like that's what he'd be doing. But no, he's like actually like he's getting into character. Look at him. He's fantasizing in front of us, entire, and he looked at this video and he's like, this is good, and my audience will love this. You're sitting here right now. You put a fucking trans flag in your room. The skeleton is there not because you hate trans people, it's because that is your excuse for having the flag there. As soon as the video comes down, that skeleton's out. It's out. Like, he looks at that flag and sighs and says, maybe one day. Maybe one day. And then he's like, no! I'm a man. Normal people don't do that. Men, cis men, do not do that. Okay? I don't feel like I'm reading into this. He literally asked, how would I look as a girl? This is insane work. It explains everything. It's like the cherry on the fucking shit cake, dude. I'm sorry that I'm stretching this video out too long. I'll end it. But my God, like, I don't know how, is this satire? Is this a satire account? What other videos does he have? Why men are not joining the military. They want young men to work for nothing. OnlyFans girl tries to save lonely young... No, I don't think this is satire, guys. Rating the way white people say the N-word because I'm black. Hold on. I'm curious now. We're not doing another rap session. We're not doing another rap session.
Growing up half Puerto Rican, half black. Growing up half Puerto Rican, half black in the hood. I grew up in the Bronx, right? You see...
You know why he's got the do-rag on is because it makes him feel like he has long feminine hair.
You see all kinds of crazy things. I mean, I was there when the towers fell and shit. All the things I've been through, it really bothers me when someone says the N-word, especially when they ain't even black, you know what I'm saying? Because as a black man, I don't even say it. I got respect for my brothers and sisters, and I think that's a word used to oppress. Ago had to be what? 20 infraction is upon the black soul. So let me begin. Okay,
well, that's great. Dubsy, censor that, please. Disturbing revelations in the OnlyFans industry, never goon. Inflation and Gen Z failure to launch. We're about to be in World War... This is real. This is real. This is too high effort to be a satire. You couldn't make this up. I couldn't. Ugh. What do I say to that? What do I... Listen. My brother or sister, I guess, in Christ, you have to let it go. You have to just explore yourself. Don't do this. Listen, if you're not sure, just put on the fucking dress. Try it. Try it. The only reason you're scared of it is because you might like it. Just saying. I've never seen that. I've never seen anything like that. That actually broke something in my fucking brain.
But something about the nature... Touch. Look, man, I might flip the script on him. Could be a vibe. You know? I wonder if I'd be pretty. Would I be pretty? Would I be bad? I don't know. I feel like I might be pretty bad. I feel like I might be pretty bad, little shawty. I've been recording.
What is he saying? What is that? What is that? No. Pornish rape is honestly profound. Okay, buddy. Very base to see a trans queen being open about the flaws in their own community. I agree, brother. Fully agreed. Imagine intentionally transitioning into advanced difficulty. If you transition to look like a woman and you look hot, attractive, it's actually easy difficulty. But honestly, no, even attractive trans women have it pretty fucking rough, man. Like, conventionally attractive. But honestly, attractive transgender were attractive by default. That's not true either. Oh, pretty sure he's referring to when women transition into being men. I was confused by that as well. There are plenty of trans men, though. There's like more trans men right now than trans women. As a recovering gooner. Just so we're all clear, Gerb was not considering the sewer slide. How has nobody commented about that shit that he did at the end? That was deranged. That's like beyond Joker shit. The old gooner to goonut situation. A trans queen talking about the issues in Zur community. Truly, I agree. How have none of them caught this? They're all really funny. They keep calling him a black trans woman. It's really good. That makes me laugh. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Okay, well, that's a weird one to end on, but I am going to end it there. I had a few others to pull up if we had time, but that took up much more time than I was anticipating, so I'm going to leave it there, and we will leave those for next stream. Who do we got who's live? Dylan Burns is live, so we will raid into Dylan Burns. I love how someone being a black trans woman is worthy of ridicule. Me as a black trans woman. Yeah, I don't know. They love saying it because they think it's funny for some reason. I don't know why. It's funny because, like, the funny part is there actually are white people who make fake black woman accounts. Like, there was that one dude who did that. And then they like, oh, I forgot to log out and log into my black woman alt. I forget who that was. Was that Ted Cruz? No, it wasn't Ted Cruz. It was somebody else. Hold on. Dylan Burns TV is the Twitch name. Okay. Poor Alec having to watch that. That broke something in me, dude. I have never seen that type of behavior before. Okay, it is a bit late for me. Wait, is he still live? He is not. I thought he was. YouTube has this weird thing it does where it doesn't update unless you refresh. Nekosaurus is live, though. We'll raid into Nekosaurus. Okay, Twitch raid's going. Redirect. And I know Cirrus is on here. There you are. All right. Alec, you're so hot. Thank you. Appreciate you. Show muscles. Sorry if I missed the alerts. There you go. They're not as big as they once were, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I promise. I'm gonna commit. Like that pedophile told us. We have to commit. Okay. Thank you all very much for watching. Love you all. I hope you all have a great night. And I will see you all probably on Friday. So yeah, that's about it for me. Go enjoy Nekosaurus and take care. Oh, and buy my shit. Etsy.com/shop/GunterGrabs. Go buy my shit. Thank you. Bye.